hello.
Yeah.
Ruby. I need a substantial
Little brown street, but it's
show where all the celebrities of my heart really recently, and I've been telling them. But honestly, I say, God, thank you for putting my life on weird mode. Except that some old beef mean or someone's desperate, to like move up on YouTube. You could always just pick a fight with a larger channel and.
Just go home for you now.
Hello everyone, and welcome. Did you not see the stream last night? Because I actually find it more interesting. Oh my god, that's horrible! You missed the most important part Eva had from when I just met the dwarf. Like, I bet I'm like, what are you talking about $100? What?
I said I make more money than you.
Cleaned up and ready.
What
Do you want me to call
did
Team Star? Team!
He's gonna hire me, by the way, but
All right. Hello. What is up, people? Welcome to episode 22 of Celebrity Sunday, hosted by yours truly, Ruby Spacek. How did I ever exist before having an intro? How did I do things in those times? And how is everyone doing? It wasn't that long since I saw the majority of you since my Get Ready With Me. But we have a lot of topics to cover. This is going to be an amazing episode of Celebrity Sunday. I feel it in my fucking bones. Let's go. Okay, there's a lot of interesting, crazy fucking shit. So much crazy shit going on in the world all the time, especially online. I can't even fathom not coming up with topics for a show. That seems like a non-problem. So for me, it's always a matter of narrowing down one of the multitude of things that's, captivating my intrigue at the moment. But speaking of intros, I also made just a general channel intro for just any other stream that I do from StreamYard on my channel. If you guys are interested in seeing that, first let's do some hellos. The newly modded, all I have is jazz, but the newly modded Z-Star, from a troll who is banned all the way up to this moment here where I've entrusted him. Very few will get to be entrusted with that role, so bravo, Z-Star. My mic is down? Dude, if I have guys, is that for real? Is that a real thing? Is there a microphone issue? I rushed. I spent so much time doing all these other stupid little setups, making a background for this, doing my hair, doing my makeup, and it's insanity. And then I rushed just getting the stream up. Sound is fine. See, why do you guys fuck with me? But how are you guys doing? What is up, Talmit? Hello, everyone. So, a couple main stories we have. I was just reviewing the video of Nala Ray, I believe. She went viral for being a repentant OnlyFans model who found Christ and has turned her life around, walked away from OnlyFans. But obviously, there's controversy in that because people question the motives. Did she actually stop this? Did she get a genuine change? Because now the way that OnlyFans models market is in all these super psyopy ways, and everyone's paranoid as fuck. They're like, oh great, it's another psyop. So I get being skeptical of it. People are skeptical of me. I get that. All you can do is just live and hope that people can grow to see that you're being sincere in a change. And I've been very sincere in my change of not doing OnlyFans, webcam modeling. It's something I stopped doing as a full-time job years ago because I found it so soul-crushing personally that I went back to food service. But it was always on the table for me in moments of financial desperation. So it's been official now that it's been off the table since the summer, whenever the last time I did maybe 2 or 3 times this whole year, but now it's a non-option, and I want to stand on that and be firm on that. And I'm really proud of the changes I've made in my life, and I'm really proud of my audience, who a lot of them have been growing and developing with me. And that's the beauty of life, is there's different seasons and chapters with different people, yada yada yada. Also on the roster, let's see if you recognize this fella right here. Hasan Piker, who is Cenk's nephew, Cenk of the Young Turks, who rose to fame as Woke Bay. Because he wore a shirt that said like woke, and he was like the leftist, like hot guy. There's not many of them. You know, he was able to get some muscle on him. He didn't look totally dysgenic. But unfortunately, his views are unfortunately alarmingly pro-terrorist, anti-American. And it's fine. I love that we live in a country where you can have someone who say anti-American stuff. And that's the beauty of our country. And it doesn't exist in many other countries. People are so fucking stupid. Like, it's really true that, like, you know, good times create hard times create weak men, great blah, you know, the fucking saying, you know. Let me see if I can pull up. So h3h3, which is Ethan Klein, did his content nuke series on Hasan Piker and compiled basically years of his fucking insane behavior and ball washing for literal terrorist organizations in a way that goes way beyond just like an innocent lack of research. Yet he wants to be as plotted as a journalist, and like he has this self-consciousness that he's just like a bimbo and has something to prove. And if you're intellectually self-conscious, one way to shield yourself from criticism is to just always be much more further left and much more radical than someone else, and then trick those people into thinking that you're just not understanding something that they get. And like, if you don't get that, like, you're pro-genocide, basically. Dude, Stevie, no, it's not. You might be one of those soft fucking people I'm talking about, dude. I'm soft too, but yeah, when you are born into the most privileged country that's ever fucking existed, with the highest like living standard that's ever been dreamed up in the history of humanity, there's no fucking perception there about how much suffering life truly is, and what's really at stake. You don't, that seems like, I don't know, that's wild. And we live like, I didn't say, dude, and we live like kings and queens. The brokest Americans live like kings and queens. We don't trigger me, dude. Not my own people triggering me. No, don't start. Dude, you're banned. Go suck a dick. You're fucking banned. In other news, my birthday is this week. I'm turning 35 on the 8th. So I think it made sense. You know, I've retired from the sexual marketplace, just like Marilyn Monroe, you know, at the modest age of 34, going out, leaving a high note is how I say. But I was watching a documentary about her and her life, and I actually found, like, I didn't realize the Anna Nicole Smith show was in 2002. That was like the blueprint for like how, like, look at people like Trisha Paytas, this whole genre of like bimbo like streamers. Okay, Stevie, but you're like, you just need to have a little humbleness. You're like way too cocky. Like, just be like, oh, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting something. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Kevin Brandon? I don't know. But anyway, I'm already getting derailed. Let me see if I can just pull up. Do you guys want to cover Hasan Piker or Nala first? I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. All things considered, deadass, I do think I look better now than I did as a teenager and in my 20s. Some people just age that way. It's not always, you know, I'll be happy to just look good and like presentable and like I can like have fun with my aesthetic. I don't care if there's some lines and whatever. As long as I'm not fat, I think I'm fine. Once you've been fat, getting old is whatever. Like this is a fucking cakewalk. The Nala story is actually really heartwarming too, and I want to like put on a video that we can watch together for a second, so I can collect myself, and because already I'm like getting like all revved up. But those are the main things I wanted to cover. But oh, and also our celebrity of the week. It's just the board of love that I made for today's episode. As many of you know, I am demonetized unfairly by YouTube. So if you'd like to donate behind the scenes, I already got like $180 in donations, which is fucking insane and is literally the only reason that I'm able to live and, you know, devote time to this project that I fucking love doing. And it's just this like feedback loop of enjoying it and everything elevating. So I so appreciate it. I know I'm very erratic. I have big emotional reactions like I just did to Stevie. I apologize. You know, I am getting used. There's, you know, whatever excuses. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm bad. I'm sorry I'm bad. I mean, it's too bad that I just banned Grimace because he could show you some pictures of when I was a teenager. That's not like fucking creepy at all to go into my teenage Flickr account and post those pictures on my Discord and then talk about my cam name. These people are horror. I don't want people like that around my life. Terrible. It really is. And it's fascinating. She was an extremely troubled individual in ways I relate to. She was an opiate addict who also got fat and who made a fool of herself publicly. And then decided to monetize becoming a fool of herself until she became a caricature of herself. I don't think I'm at like that level at all, but like you can see elements of it. So obviously she's a relatable figure. They're all interesting. So, but let me pull up the Nala clip to see what you guys think. Cause I want to hear what you guys think. If you think she's being sincere, I don't want to give too much of my opinion, but I am curious if like, so this is Nala Ray. Let me pull up a picture. I have some pictures here. This is Nala. So she was making millions on OnlyFans. Like the bitches that did it and were savvy about it, the money's fucking insane. So basically, people are upset because she did a U-turn. But it's like, it doesn't feel fair on a fundamental level for other people who are like, wait, we've all been like being good and playing by God's rules, and this chick can just like just jump out of porn and jump into like the church, and that's okay, and like whatever. I will say though, well, let me play it before I give too much on her, but yeah, she went famous for this. I don't know if I should be doing this fucking podcast circuit because I have a similar story, but I don't know. It's not as dramatic as her. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's the drama there, but it's not as sexy. It's a little messy. A little more Anna Nicole than Marilyn Monroe. She's wearing a wig though. She's a lot. That's more common these days for women, even if they have a beautiful head of hair, to wear wigs. I was actually looking at wigs the other day because I'm always changing up my hair, and it's not good to dye my hair that much. I'm not doing any more bleach. If I do anything else, it would be just go black. But I like the red for now. So thank you, chat, for the correct vote on what my hair color should be. All right, what else do I have here? That's so Anna Nicole, she's Vicky Smith. This is so iconic too. Like when she was working as a stripper before she did her Playboy thing, this guy, Howard, I forget his last name. He was like an oil tycoon, came into her strip club and kind of swept her off her feet. They got married. And obviously it's a gold digging situation, but like, I think that it's more complicated than just being a transaction. I think that she had genuine love there too, because he did genuinely change her life. You know, there could be like beautiful things happening in very grotesque things. You know, I don't know. Can I pull up a clip? Am I equipped to pull up a clip? Oh, we'll find out. Cha. Let me get my headphones. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Lo's staying up for 24 hours? How am I just seeing this? Dude. Speaking of Lo, she hasn't seen it, but I added a little customization to I found this hat at the vintage store that's like downtown near where I work. And check it out. It already had like the A, and I just added LOL, and then I added the angels. And then I just put at LOL angels. I want to turn us into like a freaking let's take over YouTube in a positive way. My family's going to be doing nonprofit work. I'm going to be having a lot more resources at my disposal, and I'd like to put it towards positive things. So, like starting an ethical media company that cares about its clients' well-being. There's a whole fucking market there. Like seriously, and just on a human level, the people need help. Ruby needs help. Ruby needs help getting video up, bitch. Not like that. Nola, Ray, Michael Knowles. I'm sorry, but if I had to like any one of those Daily Wire people, it's Michael Knowles. He's the only one who ever seems likable to me. Not that anyone else. That's just where I'm at.
Thing was to just keep going forward because I couldn't go back.
So you guys can just see this, and please tell me the audio works. My voice is dying. I don't want to carry this whole episode vocally.
Really shook the internet the first time you came on. I got in so much trouble for talking to you.
I know you haven't. I appreciate that.
They say very nasty things about you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we know.
You were a lying, deceiving prostitute.
You said that you lied about everything. People were tagging me in it on social media, and they said, see, Michael, here's proof that she lied to you.
Dude, that's not true.
Everything I've said on
$500 million.
podcasts is complete clickbait.
Why do you think people want you to be lying?
That happened to her. I can't believe that it's real.
He didn't
because
put her in
then
his will,
that
but she had to
means
fight for it.
I can change my ways and still get saved.
She was brought up in the church. Is this mental illness?
People have criticized you because they say, you made all this money. Where's the penance? They say you should give all your money away.
We get it, Stevie. Everyone is bad in evil. Everyone you disagree with is an evil, like...
I have never had a more passionate reaction to any interview I've ever conducted than I did to an interview I had a year ago.
And I find that to ring true. And one of the reasons when I started my channel, I started talking about and doing debates on OnlyFans is because there was a huge, like, super aggressive backlash towards models. There was all these, like, doxing forums going after models' families. It just was horrific. And there is this really intense kind of, like, awkward, horny, like, male energy that becomes very aggressive towards, like, women they jerk off to. Where they're like, I just came to you. I'm so, I'm mad. I want you. I'm mad. I want to kill you. I'm horny. Ooh, sexy boy, hot. I'm sad. Like, yes. Her son passed away when he went to fly in right after Anna Nicole had just given birth to her daughter, who's still alive now. I actually have a picture of, this is her daughter, Danny Lynn, who's still alive now, and that's Anna Nicole. You can see a lot of similarities there. I also love that Anna Nicole was the generation of celebrities before everyone got fucking the same veneers, so there actually was a little diversity in character to people's smiles, you know. I don't know, I'm into that kind of shit. All right, let me just play this. But yeah, her son flew in to the hospital to be with her, and he actually overdosed on methadone and other drugs combined. You know, it's a very, very serious drug. You should not be on it unless it's an absolute resort for someone like me who's had, you know, many, many attempts at trying to get clean and just couldn't do it. And I praise God that I'm here today and that I'm way down on my methadone, and it's a fucking process, and I'm filming it. So Buckle in, motherfuckers. But yeah, and then she died shortly after that. Within months, this all happened. She had a kid. Her kid died sitting. Anna Nicole had a baby. Her son died sitting next to her as she just given birth. Just imagine, like, the amount of suffering a human is capable. I've suffered a lot in my life. I had a lot of big suffering incidents happen. And, like, that's just the taste of it, of what you can go through as a human being. You know, people who've gone through extreme experiences, like the book I'm reading, Man's Search for Meaning by, I think it's Frank Stiltzer. I forget his last name. I feel bad, but amazing book. Very incredible. It's the psychiatrist's perspective of being in Auschwitz camp during World War II. And it's basically about how drugs, I know the kid was so young. And my dad actually had overdosed on methadone. People abuse it. Like, if I drank 3 bottles of methadone, I could overdose on it too. I take as little as possible. That's why people think I'm on methamphetamine. They think I'm like the opposite of methadone. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, but whatever. Exactly. She, you know, just the things that people carry on and live through. But in the book, Man's Search for Meaning, he just said that it's like, you think the suffering, there's got to be a limit, but it can expand into infinity, you know? And you can really tell when someone has not, like, really been dealt with life yet, and they're cocky, and they are hurtful and reckless to people because they're fucking soft. They think they're hard because they're being reckless. They're just ignorant and fucking soft and being an asshole and showing how little life they've actually really experienced or how little empathy they have. The drugs, the amount of suffering that opiates has caused to me and my family is incomprehensible. Just the many chains of events that sets off. And that's why, even though it's corny as fuck and really easy to make fun of, I do try and have been trying to be more positive. Obviously, I'm fucking failing at the positivity thing. I struggle. It's called a goal. I'm down here. I'm reaching. I'm getting closer. Oh no, I slipped. What should I do? Double down? No, that's retarded. I get back up and keep climbing. Fuck off. That's right. Anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked. Let me get back to the Michael Knowles clip. Even though Stevie has access to his heart, mind, and soul and knows that Michael Knowles is a very, very bad man. Unlike us, we're the good people. We're the good people here. But Pete bad. He's one of the bad people.
With Nala Ray, a former OnlyFans star who left pornography and converted to Christianity.
Are you
and
fucking kidding
has
me?
engendered
what is he doing? I can't
support
keep up
from
with
people
it.
who are happy that she converted, and a great deal of hatred and disdain and contempt from other people. So I figured, all right, year anniversary, let's bring her back with her husband, Jordan. Jordan, Nala, thank you for coming back to Nashville.
Thank you, Michael.
I've gotten so much trouble for talking to you.
I know you haven't. I appreciate that.
And
Thank you for bearing that burden.
It's so wild too, because like Jesus would preach to prostitute, like that was very much baked into the message. So it's wild from Christians to see someone. The whole goal is supposed to be to convert people. Is supposed to have people like Nala leave her sinful life and find Christ. That's the fucking goal. And then the second someone actually does something good like that, they tear it down. They say it's lies. They don't believe it. But at the same time, when everyone has seen how disgusting OnlyFans advertising system is, and how they're often using fake news and like bits like that to funnel into OnlyFans, I get why people are skeptical. But the amount of vitriol towards her is disgusting. Disgusting. I don't know if I'm cut out for the internet anymore. This is it's just
interviewed lots of controversial people.
You have
Politicians, cultural figures, but something about you drove people up a wall.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the first thing that people came at me with.
It's the horny,
They said,
angry,
"Michael,
sad thing. Like,
this girl,
whoa, it's this
Nala,
weird thing. Trust me, I was when it
lied.
came out.
Maybe she
dealt
didn't lie
with
about
it.
getting married. I guess you guys are pretty clearly married, but she lied about quitting porn. Her porn site is still active.
Oh, more than
she
that,
lied
dude.
about her conversion. She's not
More
really
than that. It's
Christian.
probably happening
She
more
lied
than-
about everything,
dude.
and she duped you, Michael. You weren't mean enough to her. So what do you
That's
say?
why
Was I
people-
duped?
No, you
We need to put our stakes down in authenticity. What else is there left to protect? No, let's just be trolls online. That's fine.
absolutely we're
Let's all just
not.
be
I feel
trolls.
like even in our
Nothing's
first
real. Dude,
interview,
nothing's real. I'm
you
not real. You're
felt
not real.
how
We're all
genuine it was,
depersonalized.
and you even remarked
No,
on
suck
that.
a dick
And I
get in
feel
with
like from one
reality.
believer to another, again, you can just sense the spirit behind that. And again, what I find so confusing is why people think that Christianity is so popular. It was even more popular than what I was doing when I already had that audience before becoming a Christian.
Yeah,
So,
she was making
again, I don't know why people thought I'd be-
millions. She was doing well. So she, didn't particularly need to do this and like delete her OnlyFans. And then there's a lot of suspicion because when you delete your OnlyFans, this happened to me too. It takes months for it to actually delete. So long as anyone's paying to your thing, it like won't let you delete it. You have to just wipe the content. It's a whole fucking ordeal to get your thing deleted. It's kind of like evil, but I also kind of get it because if someone pays for something, you can't just like delete it. Like it is actually, so I can see why people are confused. Yeah. No, sometimes years. Hers isn't going to be fully deleted until 2026 because people can buy years in bundles.
became more famous
I know this
because
because
I was
I've had the
Christian
same
now,
issue.
or how they think that becoming a Christian is going to sell more on OnlyFans. So I
Yeah,
don't
'cause I feel it's
understand that.
good,
And
'cause,
I'm
like,
not
you
here to
can't
just
get out
like rage
easily.
bait like people we've talked about or anything like that, because it's like at the end of the day, it was just a sacrifice I made and it was between me and God. And I could say that I was a Christian and continue doing OnlyFans, but we know that there's no truth behind that.
And also, people, that is a fucking sacrifice of huge magnitudes to have a website set up with a server base, and you're getting millions of dollars from these people. To cut that and delete that at the neck is that's walking away from millions of dollars. And I believe it. Because some people are smart enough or have lived or have struggled enough to realize that money isn't what makes you happy. Some people are still stuck in that delusion and really can't comprehend anything else. But once your basic needs are met and you have some fun, shiny things, beyond that, it's not really going to do much for you in the happiness department. It's a losing game, So she could afford, and still be delete it. But it's a huge sacrifice. I just want people to be aware of what that really means. It wasn't a big sacrifice for me because that was not my primary website I used. I was more on Chatterbait instead of that one.
Or I could truly give my life to God and see what He has for me by sacrificing OnlyFans and people in my life, the money, the fame, all of that, just to follow Christ. I had no idea I was going to gain any kind of following or lose all of my following for becoming a Christian. So again, I just want to address like why people think Christianity is so popular and it was such a clickbaity thing for.
I'll push back against her. It would be a click. That's exactly how OnlyFans modeling advertising works. Like, thank God for like Twitter notes or whatever, keeping track on that because there's so many fake viral stories. Your attention, that is what everyone's fighting for. People don't even realize how fierce the fight is. That people are willing to lie, sell their family drama, all kinds of sick shit. Like anything for clout, for a buck. It's deranged.
For me to do just to become a Christian.
Well, it's a good story. It's a good story to say someone who was living in sin and vice has had this total conversion. At least that
True. Being
attracts someone's attention, even if it attracts negative attention from the world. But
it's an upgrade for me to have a door.
I haven't looked into it.
I lived in warehouses
happily,
for so
but
long.
people say you kept your
Brutal.
OnlyFans site up.
Yeah, so Jordan can shed some light on this too. So what happened in the beginning was when I had told him originally I'm deleting my OnlyFans, I had full intent to delete my OnlyFans. I even showed him, we were right next to each other when I pushed the delete button back in like January. And what happened was I had so many subscribers. OnlyFans won't allow you to close your account until every single subscriber has unsubscribed.
Fact.
Like they physically have to push the button. But what they don't know is that people sometimes are very inactive on OnlyFans. So I am still waiting for the site to be completely shut down. However,
see, people are so cynical. That seems like, oh, that could be an excuse. I just want you to know that is 100% true. Because I had the same fucking annoying issue. Because when I stopped doing like cam stuff, I didn't delete anything. I left like that door open. And I still left my Chatterbait up just to fuck with Ben and Grace and call it their couple account. But I probably should just delete that too. I have to remember the logins for all my shit. But it doesn't matter because it's all fucking out there. I live my life. I put a lot out there, and yeah, I try to live with no secrets. And these people can't, like, certain people can't comprehend that. Like, I don't know. Dude, it gives me, I just got like a rush of anxiety just thinking about it. I would prefer to not even think about it. Like, just thinking about, I really don't like to think about just looking up the names because there's a lot of shit out there that I can't really go think on every website and keep requesting that things get taken down. It just gets put back up, and it's upsetting that I can't do anything about that. So I just prefer to not even think about it. God, I'm so like emo lately. I don't know what's wrong with me.
No, you can't do anything. I can't even log in anymore. Everything's deleted off the site. There's no price to get in, nothing. So OnlyFans has disabled the site, but it's not down yet, if that makes sense.
Okay. They said
do anything.
The other thing people said was you raised your prices. So actually you profited.
I'm going to share some light.
Yeah, so for me, as a person who does spend money smartly, I was like, you know what? Like, just raise the price because this is after she deleted.
She'd wiped all the content.
So I was like, you know what? Raise the price because they're going to pay for nothing, and they can see that there's nothing. So it's like, why would you pay for that?
Right.
But it's like still some people paid for it.
I cover trans
Before you
topics.
subscribe, you can see the amount of how many photos a model has on her page and how many videos, but they were all 0. So why would you pay to get into account by one not having a profile photo? It's like a blank.
I always
page.
was like, I always thought of
why would you
myself
pay
as
for that?
like my videos is kind of like pouring a needle in a haystack, and no one who I'm close to in my life cares about that like at all, except that they want me to be, happy and doing something that can contribute to the world. But they, I've never been around people who are like super judgmental of that, and it's just unfortunate that somehow my stalker got it and then got it to Grace, and then the rest is her story. The rest is her story. But I mean, that's just another aspect. I mean, I'm kind of, in a way, it's just like, that's it. You got everything, people. That was really the only thing I ever had to worry about people finding out about, and that's that. Like, so in a way, it is a relief to have all the worst shit has already happened to me. The doxing, the dumping, the nudes everywhere, the stalker, having to go to the FBI and file cyber stalking complaints. All that fun shit that we love.
And they're like, if I set it to free, I would gain so many subscribers, and that would take me even longer to get off. So in our heads, we were like, let's just raise the price. No one's going to pay for 0 photos.
It would certainly discourage people.
Yeah, just trying to, because the whole point was OnlyFans was telling me it won't be completely deleted until 2026. And I was like, oh my God, like we can't wait that long. Yeah. So what can we do to like discourage people from signing up? Mm-hmm. No one's going to pay like a $50 price to get into something that has nothing in there.
You should have raised it to $10,000 a month.
We couldn't. Otherwise, I would have tried. I would have tried. $50 is the limit. So we were like, okay.
Yep. I think the scary part is people still paid for it. I'm like, bro, you see that there's nothing
there. There's nothing in there. Nobody's chatting. Like I was just done with it.
Was it new subscribers, or was it just people who? Because I forget to cancel Netflix or whatever.
There was like only old people left in there. Yeah. I'm down to like 2,000 subscribers. Last OnlyFans emailed me. There's like 2,000 subscribers.
there's still 2,000 subscribers on it. I don't know if people are just like dumb and like it's just annoying because the account won't fully delete until there's no subscribers left. She's so famous at this point. There's always gonna be one jerk who wants it to stay up. Like, I don't know.
Left in there, they said. So I'm like, okay, hopefully. I was even thinking about putting out a message on my social, like, if you're subscribed to my OnlyFans, please unsubscribe, so I can get this completely shut down. But I also didn't want to draw more attention to it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I just leave it alone and OnlyFans could, like, their team can just help me with whatever they can, but they take
2K?
forever to respond. And when they do, they're not even speaking.
Dude, the numbers that some of these models are pulling in, because we are in a crisis of loneliness and sexual dysfunction. So it makes sense. And I had a whole philosophy of being like this sex positive feminist, and I really didn't see it as being damaged. I thought it was like mutual exchange of this pleasurable activity, whatever. But now I feel sick for having cashed in on a crisis of the human spirit and the human condition. I regret that. I felt like I've taken down the moral standing as if I was a drug dealer, and I need to atone for that. And I'd like to in some way. I'm not sure how yet, but at least express how I feel and maybe help dissuade other people from going into that, or, maybe, give inspiration to men struggling with porn addiction. That there are people who sympathize, who have exploited that, and I want them to know that I apologize for having done that.
Like English. So I'm like having a hard time with that.
I had a thought once that I would start an OnlyFans page, but it would just be me reading Italian poetry or
I
something.
think you told me that in the first interview.
100K a month for nothing. That's insane. Yep. I did all that stuff on and off from 2011 to basically up until last year was the last time I did it. But I stopped being a model like full time in like 2018. And then I did it only out of economic desperation, or when I got back into drugs, that's when I started doing it again. So there's some pretty unflattering videos of me, I'm sure. I just don't want to look into it. I just want to forget it. And
yeah, I was like, that's interesting.
But maybe
a cigar.
I thought no one would subscribe, but I don't know. People pay for nothing on there, so maybe
apparently,
pretty much.
That's
now
wild.
The other criticism I saw of you is that you went back on the Whatever podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You had been on the Whatever podcast when you were active in porn.
Yep.
And said all sorts of crazy things. Then you go back. Then you came on my show, which was probably the first big interview after you converted.
It was, yeah.
And I was very honored to have that conversation. And you said, so I'm all done with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then
It's
the
really
criticism I saw was,
this
you
is
went
a
back
crisis
on
for
the
it.
Whatever podcast, and you said
It's a crisis.
that you
It's a
lied
fucking
about
crisis.
everything.
I did.
And this was clipped out. I think it was 90 seconds.
I
or 2
remember your
minutes.
video
Yeah, I saw your video as
explaining
well.
this because there was nothing leading up to that video.
Yes.
It was just that video.
People were tagging me in it on social media, and they said, see, Michael, here's proof that she lied to you. She said that she lied to you because she said she lied about everything on all these podcasts, because mine was the first podcast that you went on. I thought, maybe she lied to me. Then I looked at the context, though. That does not appear to be what you were saying.
It was not what I was saying, but
I
people
should
love
Polly Ranch.
clickbait.
So what were
I'm
you
in
saying?
StreamYard,
So
I can't
in that
access
moment,
it
I
right
had
now.
been
Let me go on
asked
YouTube on my
by
phone.
somebody on the screen to explain, like, because Andrew was asking me, hey, like, how should I believe you now that you've like come this way and blah, blah, blah. And so for me, I was like, well, before I was playing a character, social media is clickbait. I knew what I needed to say and do to get more subscribers, to get more money. It's just a funnel. So for me, I was like, I wanted to go back on the Whatever podcast to explain more.
She's smart. She knew the game she's in. And if you have no like code of ethics or integrity or issue with lying or ripping people off in a way that online, when you do stuff like that, you're disconnected even more than normally from the magnitude of what you're doing. These Chico like get dressed at 25 and then they're rich. Well, I don't think she's wanting everyone to forget about it. They're wanting to believe that she's actually genuine about changing, and this isn't just a scam. But I get it. It's like it does feel insane and like unfair, and I get that perception. Life is fucking unfair, but it feels a lot better to just focus on, you know, upping your own shit and doing what you can to improve your own life than being mad at other people for getting lucky. Trust me, I assure you, this girl's probably fucked up. She's probably fucked up, so she needs therapy. And she's going to be her whole life. Trust me, no one's going to forget. That would be rubbed in her face forever. No one's going to forget. But I think it should be okay to have a, like, kind of complex reaction to it, you know, without saying it is what it is. Like, you know, it's... Yeah, I agree. And I think people should be allowed to turn their lives around. People should also be allowed to be criticized and have people... unfortunately, there are people who are very willing to lie online for money and attention. That's the norm. And when you go on these podcasts, these girls realize, like, it's just about getting a clip. It's just about being as crazy as big and getting as much attention as possible. But sooner or later, you learn that attention, first off, is meaningless. It's empty. It doesn't really feel good. It's just... It brings you to a place of deep despair, I can imagine.
More of, like, everything leading up. Not that I owed them an explanation, but that was kind of where all the raunchiness started, was that podcast. And I wanted to go back and give answers and really, like, just show that I am different.
And it's like,
whether
you can have personal judgments in your mind. You can decide, oh, I would like to not be friends with someone like that, or I wouldn't like to date someone with that past. But I think that it's a more Christian thing to believe, and their redemption believe that they've had this experience. I believe it because I've had my similar experience that was also kind of, you know, intense, and not everyone has that, but that was my experience. So I obviously relate to her story, and I'm inclined to believe her. But there's a lot of liars and manipulators, thrive in media environments because entertainment is all about manipulating media to execute like a piece of art or something, you know. And I'm just using that term broadly. Obviously, it doesn't mean it's good or bad. I'm just speaking kind of broadly.
People want to believe me or not, that's fine. But there were so many questions popping up in my comments, just like you're getting, talking about me lying and all this. And like, I just walked away with $14 million and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, let's set the record straight here. This is not what happened. Although I did not know Andrew was going to be on it. I was kind of like blindsided by that. But yeah, I just feel like people would love to believe that I'm lying, but it's just, that makes it so much more difficult than it actually is. Like, the truth is way more simple to believe than this lie that everybody is creating about.
Not necessarily. I kind of disagree with her, but like, I think we should all give this girl some grace too. She's fucking young. Life is so weird and hard. You know, she's obviously very bushy-eyed. She's not saying everything right, but I think her heart's in the right place, and I think that is what's conveyed to me. But if you have, you know, a predisposition to judge someone like her, you're going to be receiving a different image. But yeah, I mean, she does demonstrate that life's not fair. But what she sold to get those millions of dollars, she'll never get back. That's not just a bad business deal. So there is a huge cost. People don't realize I'm still experiencing the accrued costs from my choices. You know, and the ways that that's used to harass me and my family is disgusting. But that's unfortunately the way the internet is.
On that point, people, either they don't like you, or they do like you, or they don't want to believe you, they do want to believe you. People can believe whatever they like.
Yep.
But I thought it was quite disreputable of people on social media to clip that out in such a way that it made it seem like you were saying the opposite of what you quite clearly were saying. Whether people like you or they don't like you, it's pretty clear what you were saying.
That's
to me.
so annoying.
Why do you think people want you to be lying?
That's a hard question to answer. I feel like most people are upset at the fact that I did what I did and was able to be saved. and people almost, you know, when you watch the news, how negative it is and people love that negativity rather than positive, you know,
truth.
You showed all good news on the news. I don't even know if everybody would watch it because that negativity.
nobody would
We're going to
watch it.
find out. We're going to find out because that's what we're doing every Wednesday. Don't y'all forget, LOL Angels is in the house every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're trying to do the positivity thing. Guess what? We enjoy it regardless, and we would love to enjoy it with people in the audience. And we are creating a community of people who are on the same page, and I'm so happy for that. And I'm really proud of the work that we're doing. And look at Lo, she's out here hustling, doing her channel. Like, she's doing 24 hours. Dude, how did I not know that? I would have hyped the fuck out of that. She's got to start notifying on Discord and all that jazz. Get me blaming self. It's always someone else's fault when you're me.
You. So when you see a story like mine, and then you're just like, wow, that happened to her. I can't believe that it's real, because then that means I can change my ways and still get saved, you know, or people who've been in the religious area for a while or been a Christian most of their life see somebody like me in like the prodigal story. We were just talking about that, how, you know, the brother was so mad that the other brother came home and got this huge feast. And he's like, I've been here this whole time working in the fields. You know, why does he get this? And I've been here this whole time. Why does he get well?
Yeah, this is like literally what happened. It's, you know, in the Bible. Yeah, that's the story of the prodigal son. And there's envy's a real thing. And it's a very sick, degradative emotion to experience and to fester in. And the more you use certain neural pathways, the like deeper and more formed they get, and the more your whole reality is fixed and not necessarily fixed into the shared reality. And it's easier than ever on the internet for everyone to be living in their own little fantasy, especially as streamers. We can just kick out, you know, whoever is challenging the fantasy too hard. And it's just, Lo is coming into her own. Her judge's self. Ruby, you need to be the bailiff. Mark 2:17. Jesus said to them, it's not healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. Exactly. It just shows you who's Christian by name and who's Christian by belief, their relationship to God. And who is using it just as an identity weapon and a tribal weapon to just reinforce, like, hey, we're this, they're that. Yeah, we're not like that. It's just all very low vibration. And we're trying to raise the vibration because that actually has tangible positive impact on your life. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it's true woo. So anyway, I'm ready to switch it up because I love Nala and that's awesome, but we haven't watched this for a minute. I'd like to move on to another character. Let's get our blood pressure raised by getting all pissed off by looking at this guy. Looking at Mr. Communist Porsche, Mr. Woke Bay himself, Mr. Chank's nephew, who is not just a himbo. He's also a terrorist fan. Fan of terrorism, promoter of terrorism in the most reckless way, that having it all laid out in front of my eyes the way that Ethan did in this amazing video is absolutely fucking mind-melting. It is fucking mind-melting because this is the most popular, most influential political streamer. This is his influence is so wide, and the target demo for terrorist groups is young men. And who are they looking to? People like Hasan. Like, who knows what sick, deranged fucking mind illnesses he's like talked people into. Anyway, let's just pull it up because the video is fucking crazy. It's a very long video, so we're not going to watch all of it, but yeah, this is pretty wild shit. Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. For some reason, I can't like hear myself in my audio. I can hear myself obviously because I'm talking right here, but it's not. I don't hear it in there, so I have no idea how I sound to you guys. I barely, it's all like held together by like chewed up gum and like popsicle sticks. Like it's really primitive the way that I live. It's primitive and stupid. So get on board or get the fuck out is what I'm all about, bitch. Let me pull this up. That's not hard for me, is it? That's not hard for me, is it? Kind of. Okay.
The world would not be the same.
Audio still good?
A few people laughed. A few people cried. Most people were silent.
You need to get out of. You're like way.
Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
Already doing sweeping for her.
Vishnu takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
We think the Houthis also are doing what we
Fucking bloodthirsty, violent pig dogs. Why am I held accountable? God forbid you.
Why am I held accountable?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Twitch.
You should be scared. You should be scared.
Oh, hi there.
Dude,
it's me, your old
I
friend,
just never really,
Ethan Klein. It's been a while
never
since we've last spoken.
him.
In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and
good for him.
I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys too. Actually, talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas. Someone should buy. Oh yeah, and I got a tattoo also, so
I get an impulse to
I'm
make
cool
jokes
like
like
that.
a lot,
Now.
and I
Left
it back.
or right, I always thought that despite our differences, there was one thing we could all agree on. And what was that? That we love America and everything she stands for.
Mom and Dad and apple pie.
Sure, there's plenty to criticize and endless things to improve, but I thought it was about making a more perfect union. Not tearing it down.
And marching bands, a pride that only
the thing is, there's something kind of scary brewing in America. Communism. Communism.
That's America. That's America to me.
I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hasan Piker. You might remember him from such classics as
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. That's not what I said.
So fucking irresponsible.
Dumb bitch.
And of course, The Leftovers.
Millions
podcast,
of young,
which was our
impressionable
show,
kiddos.
which we made broadly to
Unreal.
goof on the antics of the right. Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to?
Well, what do I see there? You think your little $1 Cash App is going to make up for the stabbing of the back of me over and over and over? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll just let him slide for now. If you could behave, but I don't know, man. I'm just going to always assume everything you ever say is a lie. And I'm going to assume that you're very bad all the time. And that whatever you do and your intentions, I'm going to assume are bad. I don't know that. I know the opposite. But moderators, stand down. unless he acts funny. But keep your eyes on that one. Okay, he's kind of sketchy. There's something like sketchy looking about him. I can't put my finger on it.
Judge.
There is Ethan Klein being a delightful human being.
I was just gonna say, if there's another Holocaust, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets killed.
Come on, man.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good. Everyone was having fun. The audience was having fun.
All be peaceful and loving.
That was until this happened. We were doing our regular show, and for the first time, I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. I don't hate the idea of like people who can be
for
successful.
Politics online.
I think it's good that people can achieve success in the term monetary success. I mean, that's what that means, right? I do. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I see so many people in the chat saying no.
I don't know what y'all are tripping about. Like, what the fuck do you?
What is the idea that you guys are looking for?
You guys are all like radical communists. There's that many radical communists. Suck it, chat.
Dumb edge lord. I think the shit that Hasan has done is wild. Just FYI, that's my response to that. No, what the fuck just happened? Where did it go?
If that party started gaining momentum,
the solution to that would always be education and offering more
re-education.
Re-education, certainly, yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think like rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hasan was carrying a lot of water for communist states' war crimes and genocides.
What do you call Crimea? I call it a part of Russian territory, bitch. That's what I call Crimea. I call it Crimea River, a Russian river. The annexation of Crimea is absolutely a justifiable annexation. Tibet was literally a fucking feudal slave mandate, autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in.
Broadly, like,
and
I don't follow him that close.
Unilaterally.
Sorry, Keemstar. I know they're like arch enemies.
They basically are trying to, you know, homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to spoil the religion and the identity.
The part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing that. Yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
This is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going into the fucking South and killing, unfortunately not all of them, but a decent amount of slavers and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government that squashed. Okay,
Tibet is the South in the Civil War.
Yes,
and most disturbingly, a complete whitewashing of the Chinese genocide against their Muslim minority group, the Uyghurs.
Don't they have Uyghur death camps? Is that?
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps, and they are no longer in operation.
Is that
according to the Associated Press?
Okay.
All right, Tommy, I'm very excited to hear you confess that you're a pathological liar.
I don't know the surrounding narrative or anything about it, but it was about there was doctors in the area. They would be able to procure organs.
No, no.
I'm telling you, they were in China with
that one is like Shenyang.
They're like,
he supports a two-state solution. I've not seen any evidence. That's just something Hasan says.
But why is that really that crazy?
The Associated Press quietly fucking wrote an article that didn't get a lot of coverage in mainstream media about how like, okay, well, all the concentration camps have been closed now. Like all the re-education camps are closed now in fucking Xinjiang, and it's like very different vibes in Xinjiang, and now it's
Because
It's
it
the
doesn't. It's
tourism
just
hour.
something that
Let's see what
LARPing
the
political people
Associated
say
Press
online.
actually had to
It's
say
all,
about this. These are
it's
all
all,
AP articles
like
from the
role,
last 2
like
years.
live action role.
UK independent body reports China committed genocide in Xinjiang. China sanctioned a U.S. research firm and 2 individuals over a report about the human rights violations in Xinjiang.
It's the tourism hour.
To China's fury, UN accuses Beijing of Uyghur rights abuses.
Tourism hour.
Uyghur County in China has the highest prison rate in the world. One in
I'm gonna skip forward
25
it
people
because
is
there's
in a
one part I
Chinese
found
prison.
particularly
It's the tourism
like
hour.
insane.
40 of the
Basically about the Houthis. Yeah, this shit. Holy shit. This was just so fucking insanely. We'll watch it together and you can see what I'm talking about.
Just dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape. So weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, "Why are you doing that?" What do you mean? I'm just chilling. We're just vibing. Yeah, we're just vibing. We're vibing big time.
Hasan uncritically interviewed.
So this kid was like publicly known like Houthi pirate terrorists who he just had platform and was like, yo, dude, you like anime? Like Hasan is the one who thinks literally everything is I can't. I really don't want to turn into Israel, Palestine, whatever. You're not going to find the answers in Ruby's chat.
This kid for about an hour. It was the most brazen display of disgusting terrorist propaganda that I have maybe ever seen in Western media.
What has happened to, does he know what has happened to any of the crews? Like I heard they...
Hasan almost asked a good question, but it's actually leading to the most obscene part of this interview.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did qat with them, and he danced some music with them, and he was vibing. So he likes them, yeah.
So what? I mean, what? That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
Ask yourself, why is he able to hang out with
They're just chilling. They're talking about innocent civilians who have been kidnapped and missing for over a fucking year. Disgusting. He wants the respect of a journalist. Well, not just not doing journalism, but I mean, he's openly a propagandist. He said that. Like, it's all just like maneuvering. Meanwhile, he's just this Beverly Hills douchebag. It's all so transparent. Political streaming is an absolute cesspool.
captain and the crew of this pirated ship? Why would he even have access to that? Hasan knows why. Of course, he is a Houthi terrorist. Instead of challenging him and demanding more details about these kidnapped and missing people, he just runs defense for this guy, acting like he doesn't know why that would even happen.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the US government.
That's so funny.
It is super funny, the idea of kidnapped crew members who are being forced, probably at gunpoint, to do some death to Americas and maybe some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, the callous disregard for the well-being of the literal hostages is shocking, even for somebody that loves terrorists.
That's so funny. Is there a KFC there? They're everywhere. I don't think there's a KFC in Yemen, dog.
He says they have two.
Oh, they do have KFC in Yemen? That's crazy. Okay, that's sick.
Is there a KFC in Yemen? No way, dude! Holy fuck! There's a KFC in Yemen! He's just like us!
Does he know what One Piece is?
What if he's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. That's fire. That's so fire. Oh my God. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's flag, right? Now, I'm only halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. But I do not remember
what is up,
Luffy's
baby?
flag
Dude,
looking like
you're
this.
doing a 24-hour
Predictably,
stream?
there was some blowback
after this
Hold
interview,
the
and
phone.
Hasan went
Hold the
immediately
phone,
into
baby.
damage control to rewrite history.
Are you still
He said
streaming?
that he was just simply a
You gotta get
Yemeni
here.
person
Actually, I should drop
and
him
not a Houthi. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if he's a Houthi or not. He's a teenager in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi, nor a terrorist, nor a pirate, is not a Houthi rebel.
guys still
They
hear it
didn't
right now, or
fucking
can
call
only
him
hear it?
a Houthi either. You want to know why? Because he's not one. He's not a Houthi himself. He's not a pirate, but, you know, I don't think he's not a pirate. He has reiterated the position that he is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real. You sucked him off the entire stream. Not even a Houthi militant or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude who they still to this day call a Houthi
Low making
terrorist,
moves on
Tim Houthi's not even a
YouTube.
fucking Houthi. I thought he wasn't a Houthi because he's not.
Getting the streaming hours in.
No, he was just some fucking Yemeni TikToker.
Also, drop
Random
the link.
fucking
Anyone
Yemeni
can come up.
teenager. Didn't you brand it as him being a Houthi interview though, bro?
Anyone can come up because I basically talked about the main things I wanted to talk about. The only other thing is, since we are coming up on Anna Nicole's anniversary of her death, it was in 2007. And it's an interesting time because she died on my birthday. And it was the same week that I moved out and got an apartment and moved in with like a bunch of other punks and like in a warehouse for super cheap. Not the stream. Just been up for 30 something. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's been a long time since I've stayed up. Like, actually, it hasn't been that long. It's been since my last Manic episode. Whenever the last time you saw me like freestyling and crying about GameStar, yeah. That around that time, that era.
Were you about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean?
All right, let's lie. He literally said he didn't know there was a Houthi rebel. He sold it as that, like before.
Just take Hasan's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just some ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up.
All right, let's see here. Tel Aviv will burn in the coming hours. Ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football.
That's
Here he is
scary.
singing a song with the words, "Do you threaten
That's
us
what's
with
fucking scary is when you have people who are so willing to die because they think that's gonna give them like the best afterlife. You know, when you have people so willing to suicide and just everything on the, you know, that's the most dangerous person is someone who's just willing to die because there's nothing you can do to control them. There's nothing. They'll die on it. They'll die on it because they actually really believe this. And that's what's scary about religion. And what scares me about religion is, you know, blindly believing something to the point where you're killing other people based on it, you know? But you just don't see this happen with like modern Christianity the way you do with modern Islam. I don't know if there is, it just hasn't modernized really. Dude, I keep missing all of those streams. I'm like totally, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm out of the loop. Ethan acknowledged the severity of the bombing of the hospital, pointed out that the situation was much more complex. That's just, yeah. People hate nuance. They just want to LARP as like a tribe online and like have little intellectual battles so they can feel smart and then go back to their cozy house and like, it's just it's a very strange, silly world.
with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew? Meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike, or how Hasan likes to say it, a pike for a cut.
Zionist Christians gave a
Okay,
war
why
to
would
bring
you
the
retweet this article called
I
Houthis
hope
use social
that's
media to
not
boost
on the
global
agenda.
prominence and support? Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv, the Jaffa drone, which no Israeli defense can stop. The ships we bombed and sank. I know the red arrow is supposed to be a cool military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug. Just saying. To every Zionist, I will put this
Lost
into
symbols
your
have like some
stomach.
sexual
And
like,
let me
phallic,
state the obvious.
you know,
Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this guy. Okay, but hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yes.
The
That
kid
seems
has,
pretty
like,
definitive.
demon eyes.
You know what makes you a Houthi? Being a Houthi.
Got
At
black
least one
eyes
of
like
the
a
two
shark.
of them is being honest
It's like
about
Grace's
it.
eyes once after she gets beat.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes, that's fire, and that's so fire. Oh my god, we think the Houthis.
Oh my
doing,
God.
what Houthi would do. They're tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance, because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of low expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's going to want to put a pike through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen
What
are
do you
like,
think the
man.
Jewish people
And
who are
also,
born
what do
there-
you mean?
where do you
It's
think
just
they
a
should go?
person on a pike. There's no Jewish
I don't
person
know
on
a
a
lot
pike
about
on that photo, unless I
Except
saw
it's
something.
the story of
Unless I
human
saw
history,
something
people
different.
fighting over
Hassan
land. That's the
claims this
story of
isn't
human
even a
history.
Jewish person on the pike.
So-
How exactly is a naked
Everyone
piked
knows
person
that is
supposed to look like a Jew for you,
everyone's
Hassan?
history.
You know what? You're right. Let me make it a little clearer for you. First, he needs a bigger nose, right, Hassan? Of course, he needs a yarmulke, the curly things.
What's
oh,
up,
look, Hassan. He dropped his dreidel. He must be Jewish for sure.
Happy birthday.
Read what he
Thank you. Thank you. I already get the happy. I mean, my birthday's not for another 6 days, but we could start calling this my birth week.
Your birth
Are
week.
you on mushrooms? How are you?
Yeah, I'm shrooming right now. I just got off Lowe's panel a little while ago. Have you heard of this guy named Imperious? He's a 38-year-old incel. Have you heard of him?
Dude, he came on LOL Angels and acted insane. Let me see if I could pull it up.
Yeah, pull him up. He's a frustrated 38-year-old who acts like a successful dude. He's an incel. He's another one of these here.
He was acted fucking crazy to us.
Yeah.
What is it? Last episode. It was the episode before last, I think.
Let's pull him up. He thinks his shit doesn't stink. He thinks his dirt shoot doesn't stink when in reality, it stinks more than anybody. It stinks.
Dude, his brain is just like a front tab of Pornhub.
His dick is like shrinking every time he yells.
No, I just
Every time he
played
squirts
actual
out.
sports. I just played actual sports where insults were
What sports did
casual
you play?
conversation.
And not the actual
no,
sports.
no. Hold on.
I'm just
What
I'm
sports
just
did you play?
We did.
Wrestling, football, track, jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
Muay
no,
Thai.
hey, well, no.
Doesn't he
I did
sound
the
like
same
an
thing.
angry incel?
Oh,
What was your
absolutely.
position?
I don't know why she puts up with them. But, I
Strong
mean, I
safety.
put up
I
with
don't
you.
either.
So what?
Play for modern day high school. You know what modern day high school is?
Talk to anyone.
Which
Anyone.
one?
Yeah, we're both friendly like that.
He says he doesn't like her, but he says,
No.
he says he doesn't like her, but he's asking for nude pictures. He's the ultimate incel.
We went down to the Niggerville and cried.
Whoa. Yeah, he seems like a loading tune. Is he still there? Let's check in on Lowe's panel. I don't know. Can I like join it? It might be an issue. Let me just see what she's up to.
He called me a pedo with no proof. He's full of shit. Let's get him on here.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Can I do a rap about him? Can I do a rap?
Yeah.
My name is Imperious. I think I'm infurious. I'm really a soy boy. I like to play with girls' toys. I got my head up my dirt chute. I can't even think of taking a poop shirt. I'm gay as can be. I'll suck a little boy off at the knees. My name is Imperial Vis. Like that? My name is Imperial Vis. Imperial. What's
My
his
name
name?
is Imperious. My methods are mysterious. He's acting
Yes.
like an incel.
My
Getting
name
a
is
up to him,
Imperious. My
am
methods
hell.
are mysterious. I take it up the ass. I don't like. I criticize those who smoke
Go
crack.
into the bathhouse looking at dicks. Well, there's nothing wrong with bathhouses and dicks. Why am I being
He
homophobic?
takes it up the ass. He criticizes those who smoke grass.
Gosh, we're so derailed. What
He's
was I
so
supposed to look up?
fuck.
Oh, I was supposed to look up low.
I'm shrooming hard right now. I am
Really?
shrooming
I'm
hard.
sober. Except for I
You
need
should
some
shroom
weed.
with me.
In this bitch. Let's get this.
Why
weed.
did she put up with him? Why did she put up with that?
Anyone else is welcome to call in. Literally anyone else. But we work with what we've got. Okay.
We do.
We do. All right.
Should I take more shrooms? Should I eat another stem?
I don't. I mean, you seem somewhat lucid right now, so.
I'll eat more. I'm gonna eat more.
No,
I'm eating
careful.
right on her
Is
show,
this
boys
good
and
for your
girls.
body? Oh, she's not live anymore.
She's not live. He was on the end. He argues with everybody. Only insecure people have to feel like they're right about everything. Am I right? Am I right, boys and girls? Yes, I'm right. If you're secure like me or Ruby, we don't have to feel like we're right on everything. I don't want to be right on everything. But I'm right about one thing. He's an incel. I'm right about that. He's an incel. My name is
Anna Nicole Smith. I'll just look up her. There was like I watched a little thing earlier that was.
Where's Lo? Let's get Lo up here and ask her why she puts
She's
up with
getting
that.
food, but she'll probably, I'm sure she'll be popping on later.
My name is Imperious. My dirt shoot is mysterious. You don't know whether I like a tongue up there. You don't know whether I like it to be queer. My name is
Anna
Imperious.
Nicole Smith really did live the American dream, but her life was like a roller coaster. We watched as she struggled, and we rooted for her.
Look at those knockers.
Yeah, she was originally flat chested.
She was reminiscent of Marilyn Monroe. She was a cocktail of a lot of interesting things.
It was interesting, but she was in a dark time, obviously. Like,
Marilyn
but
Monroe.
at the same time, it paved the way for reality TV.
She brought glamour.
What did she die from?
She really played up her Texas roots in the
accidental overdose
1993
of like sleep
Playboy
medication.
Centerfold video. Anna Nicole Smith, Playmate
Look
of the
at
Year.
those knockers.
What even led you to the Playboys? How did that even come about?
Well, I was just about out of going to modeling agencies and schools because they would always turn me down, say I needed to darken my hair, lose weight. Playboy was like my last chance.
Would I eat her? Here's the question. Would I eat her pussy out? Would I eat her?
You know, there were so many girls that would pose for Playboy. None of them achieved the level of success that Anna Nicole did.
So the CEO of Guess Jeans sees Anna Nicole Smith on the cover of Playboy and says, I want her.
There were billboards of her all over the country, and the photography was beautiful, and it really opened a lot more doors for her, and it legitimized her.
Uh-oh, new
I see
picture.
somebody who
What is up, Stevie?
Yeah, I was trying to find something. I don't know. I found it all. This is like.
I like that. I think it's cool. You're bringing the aesthetics, okay?
No. If you had to guess, what year was this picture taken? Like, I just randomly found this in like a
93.
No. 2005.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it was like some party or something when I was like back home from college.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm playing Duck Hunt with a 40 in my hand. Duck
I
Hunt.
fucking forgot about that game. I totally had that.
I think this is my old buddy Dane's house when he lived out at the lake.
Dude, oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate the elevated visual. I made a little background of puppies and I put a little logo in, trying to keep elevating the. Oh, I can show everyone else and play. I made a new intro. I never got to play because I'm so all over the place. Also, thank you so much. We just got a $30 dono from Kevin. Fuck yes. Thank you so much. Putting it on the board, love. Thanking you from so far above.
If I was ever a YouTuber, you know how like some YouTubers, they have like a TV screen when they play a clip?
Oh, yeah.
But I would use this picture with it, though.
You should. I like that. I would use like the Videodrome one too. I love that image, but then you'd have to kind of fuck up the video. Let me pull this. Oop.
Man, it's been so long since I like heard about Anna Nicole Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a.
I want to keep the memory alive. Her legacy. We're coming up on. She died in 2007. So what is that? 18 years ago. Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Sofa Ninja says it never made sense to me why Anna Nicole got so big. I'm trying to explain how she got big. She like she was like in Playboy.
She was an uphill and opiate addict, and it's very common for addicts to get addicted to food. You see America, everyone's fucking fat and addicted to food. Like that's very common.
They gave her a show. I forget what channel it was.
The Anna Nicole Smith. I think it was on E, right?
Was it E? Okay.
Yeah, they were doing like they were like the very early like reality shows, which a lot were very exploitative because it was a new market, and it always ties back to how I view streaming. And now it's like it's just repeating the same mistakes, the same history of like an unregulated new market that a lot of people are being exploited in because the laws and regulations haven't caught up with this newer market of streamers. Like
They were definitely exploring a dysfunctional person.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And at the same time, made like this interesting content that it's not
This
enough.
is also around the time.
Fascinating.
Yeah, this is around the time they were doing what was it? Jessica Simpson and her husband had a show that didn't last
Oh
long.
yeah, yep. That was also very
The
early
Osmonds.
reality TV.
I know the Osmonds had a reality show around. Or not the Osmonds. God damn it, the Osbournes.
Oh yeah, those were
Actually no.
the first
I
wave
think
of reality TV shows, just the Osbournes and the Anna Nicole Smith show.
Actually,
and,
no.
like,
I think the
Survivor.
Osmonds. I want to say the Osmonds might have had their own reality show too. So
A lot of famous families have ended up going that.
Jumped right out of the shot and came right inside your living room to be able to tell you a story.
Anna Nicole had a faulty foundation, and it comes into play. Some of us are so flawed that it's hard to keep everything together.
It was sometime in the afternoon, and reports started flooding in that Anna Nicole Smith was found unconscious in her hotel room in Florida.
I want to say Jack Osbourne, the son. Didn't he have a fentanyl?
I fucking so
addiction?
disagree, Sofa.
Oh.
She was a hilarious personality. She was an intriguing personality. She had a very gregarious, unabashedness, but then sweetness to her. There's a million reasons for that people have affection towards her. Besides looking good naked, she didn't even look that good naked. She did not have natural boobs. She was not a natural blonde. She created a feminine artifice and cashed in on it and played her part to the death. She played that role, that archetype, that Marilyn Monroe, she played it through, and it's a tragic story that captivates people for years. So I don't think there's any real mystery to that.
She's definitely more interesting than other subjects.
Room 607. Okay.
I was in my office in Los Angeles at CNN, and I remember getting the news and just being stunned.
It's going to be reference to a white female who is, she's not breathing and she's not responsive. She's actually Anna Nicole Smith.
As the news reports continued to come in and more details started coming in, and then we hear that she had died.
At 2:49 this afternoon, we were advised by hospital personnel that Anna Nicole Smith had died.
But we went on the air right away. Wow, what a shocking and unbelievable day. Pat, let me start with you. When you heard this news, what was your reaction? We were just blown away here.
AJ, it's kind of a yin and a yang. I was shocked, and then I was like, I'm not surprised.
This larger-than-life personality had died. I thought, how can that be? What has happened?
This is CNN Breaking News.
We begin right now, though, with the passing of Anna Nicole Smith. She died this afternoon. She was 39 years old. Some late video, police removing items from the rooms at the Hard Rock Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, where she was staying with a security.
Isn't that kind of interesting too? It's like she's like the fake Marilyn Monroe, and then they're at the like fake Hollywood. Not that she's like a fake anything, but she's like a more goofy imitation of Marilyn Monroe. In Hollywood, Florida, Hard Rock Hotel. There's something so poetic about it in like a grotesque way.
Security guard and a nurse.
When we learned she had died in the hotel room, we were all wondering, well, there must be foul play here.
After Anna Nicole Smith died, a lot of people had many questions. How did this happen? Why did this happen?
Anna Nicole's death was surrounded by mystery and shock. But that was really how she led her life. She was always
Lady's got like that
us.
professional
We
news
were
voice.
always wondering, what's
She totally does have that voice. And so if I want to say she's a personality, it would make more sense in today's world. She'd be famous. Exactly. That's kind of exactly why I think it's relevant to talk about. That reality TV style, she kind of paved the way, even if it wasn't like intentional, just by who she is. She did expand the genre for better or worse, in my opinion.
Next, with Anna Nicole.
The death of Anna Nicole Smith, that's the #1 story around the world tonight. John Zarella, what's the mood down there in Hollywood? Where is the body now?
Well, the body now has been taken to the Broward County Medical Examiner's office, the coroner's office, and sometime tomorrow, we don't have a time yet, they will begin the autopsy on Anna Nicole Smith.
Let's go back a little. You had a tough background, didn't you? You were raised in your parents divorced shortly after you were born. You never went bond in 8th grade. It was a tough childhood.
That's kind of like Larry King, whatever. No ill will to him. I believe he's dead, correct? I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, he died of COVID at the age of 86, but
Yeah.
86, but
So
then COVID got him.
that sucks. Rest in peace.
I know.
I don't know. I feel like he could have been a little more gentle in that questioning about like being like, yeah, so your home life was fucked.
Well,
That's why you're a whore, right? Your whole life's a bad whore.
I don't know if it came off that way. I think maybe I don't know if it was intentional the way he came off.
Oh no, I doubt it.
All right.
Almost I would say 99.9% of bad human behavior is unintentional. But it can be like your unconscious representations and how you think of someone. If you unconsciously have them in a lower slot, you might be a little rough-handed with them that you wouldn't be with someone else. And a lot of times you see that in media when someone who is viewed at low status or like a whore or prostitute or like a nude model, they're often viewed a little rougher. I don't know. Maybe I just did something I'm sensitive to as a former model.
I had a tough time.
In Texas.
In Texas.
So big, beautiful, buxom Anna Nicole Smith was actually born Vicki Lynn Hogan in Texas.
Vicki Lynn Hogan.
She was raised without a dad in a household with 5 half siblings.
Her mother sent her away to live with her aunt when she was just 14 years old.
And that is one of the most traumatic things that can happen to a child, to feel rejected. So I think that's where her big trauma began.
The cards were definitely not stacked in her favor.
She was 18 years old in 1986 when she had her first near-death drug overdose. And this is according to her sister, who wrote a book aptly titled Trainwreck.
I have that book.
Anna Nicole didn't make it through high school. She dropped out and ultimately got a job at a gym's.
And it goes into detail a lot about the
And she
abuse they
meets
both
Billy
endured.
Smith, who's
Really,
the fry
fucked up
cook
shit.
at the chicken joint. They begin dating. They ultimately get married. And the next year, they have a son.
There's talk of turmoil
She
within
reminds
the
me of
relationship.
Britney. It's like they
They
were
separated, and she moved on.
She moved to
living that
Houston,
poor
and she
Southern
took
life.
baby Daniel with her.
She cared about protecting her son. That was her first and foremost priority.
The one person in Anna Nicole's life that meant more to her than anyone was her son, Daniel. He was born when she was only 19, so they really grew up together.
You have a picture of your son,
I do.
which you brought along. Obviously, you're very
Yeah.
proud. How old is he?
He's 7 years old, and he's beautiful.
She headed to the big city of Houston, where she saw a sign for a strip club and said, "Hey, I can dance." And she became a stripper.
I tried working at other places, and I couldn't make ends meet. I tried Red Lobster, I tried Walmart, I tried all these places, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't. So I tried my gentleman's club.
At first, she didn't really know what she was doing as a stripper. They gave her the bad hours, and she was clumsy and big boned and flat chested.
That was like me. I was terrible at being
And then another stripper took her under her wing and groomed her, and she became this incredible stripper, and she learned that art of seduction.
That's also kind of similar to my story because when I moved out at a very young age, I got a bunk bed with a stripper who was 23. And then it was like through her that I got into topless house cleaning. And I was only 17, but we were doing it on Craigslist. But like I could really fuck up her life. No,
I was gonna say,
absolutely not. So I don't know. I would never like want to ruin her or anything, but it is kind of like quite morally questionable in retrospect, you know. And I was pretty impressionable, and I thought it was cool. I wanted to be like this cool, you know, just like getting drunk all the time and partying and making quick money, and that whole life, you know, I was on a death spiral.
She gets the platinum blonde hair and the breast implants. All of a sudden, she emerges as the Anna Nicole Smith the world came to know, the bombshell.
If she put on a nightie and she wanted to seduce you, within a second, she can turn any gay man straight. No questions.
It happened to me.
In March of '92, she was on the cover of Playboy magazine. Now, apparently at first she was a little shy about it, but she quickly got over it. And by the next year, she had been named Playboy Playmate of the Year.
Send him a picture of yourself nude.
I sent 4 Polaroids of me nude. And
And they called the next morning.
they called me 3 days later. Well, they flew me to Los Angeles 3 days later.
She's a gorgeous lady, but there's also a special magic about her, and that magic is very much connected to, I think, the fact that...
I don't know if she meant it. Like, I was kind of confused by her usage too, because that's kind of an extreme thing to say about one adult woman doing to another. But like, yeah, it was kind of odd because it's like taking under wing can be positive, but it can also be grooming. Like, you know, like maybe did the stripper I moved in with take me under her wing, or was I, you know, in a way like exposed to some potentially very dangerous bad situations.
Is Marilyn Monroe your idol?
Yes, she is.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel a connection there with her. It's just, I don't know. I just love her.
Hi, Ruby. Would you have a question?
Wait, I say real quick. I think it's interesting how Anna Nicole Smith is like the imprint of Marilyn Monroe, and Trisha Paytas is the imprint of Anna Nicole. Who's going to be the imprint of Trisha Paytas? It's almost like this, like every archetype as it reinvents. I know. Am I the like final dyslexic, like mutant, like, you know?
What's funny is that I want to address a soy boy that I keep seeing, the greatest ally of Israel. He's a fat soy boy.
Oh my God, we're not doing it. Oh my God, I shouldn't have even played the Hasan video.
Can we bring him up?
What have I started?
Let him cam up. I want to see his fat soy boy ass.
You don't even cam up.
I see him in Grace's stream. He never. Ruby, why does this guy never cam up? Why is he never on a panel? But he sits back talking about all this.
Not everyone does this deranged shit. Not everyone's about this. Like, some people are just.
Emma, soy boy, you shut the fuck up. End of story. End of story.
I wish I had a sound for it. That would be one for me.
Fucking weak ass single mommy raised soy fucks sitting there criticizing Israel, but doesn't have the fucking cojones or balls.
Single mom raised soy fuck criticizing Israel.
Single mommy raised soy
such a very like, specific like.
Single mommy raised soy boy.
Right.
Doesn't even
not,
have
if someone's
the
raised by a
balls.
single mom, that's not their fault. Like,
It's his fault. He doesn't, even if he's not raised by a single mommy, he doesn't have the balls to come up here and talk to me. That makes him a soy boy. Whether he's single mommy raised or not. Dude, greatest ally of Israel. If you don't come up here and confront me and talk to me, you're just a weak-ass simp. And we all know it because you will not confront me while I'm shrooming or not shrooming. All
he's
you
not
do is
shrooms. He's an easy moving target mentally.
Come on. I see him all over. He's shooting his mouth off. But you know what? He's so weak that he just does. I don't talk to grandma. No, you don't talk to anybody, dude, because you're a soy boy. You're soy. All you do is
Nicole,
sit back.
The people aren't loving this.
He just criticizes. Ruby, all he does, let me make up a rap about him.
needs to be
I am a
stopped.
fat fuck. I'm the greatest ally of his. He doesn't even know history. He
I'm the
doesn't know
greatest ally.
anything at all. He bought into the
You guys
Palestinian
are so
myth.
silly.
He's joy. He's into the oppressed narrative. I bet he's 350 fucking pounds. Let me go
Alright,
off
we're
on
all
this dude.
throwing
I
angry
bet he
cliches
can't
at
even
each
wipe
other.
his
I know we're all
own
little caricatures of human beings. Everyone's so mad.
And she got
Ruby,
great
you think he can
opportunities
wipe
with
his own
Guess
ass?
and
I
with
don't.
H&M. And those
When I was
shots
fat, it was
are-
harder to reach at
They
certain
seem
points.
they seem classic. They
They
seem
don't tell you
timeless
about
now.
that.
She's a tranny. She's trans.
Did a lot
She's a
in the
tranny.
90s. She
No, she's just
would
a
constantly make
naturally
the
beautiful. Well, not naturally in the boobs, but
Would you have
this
eaten
her
her
faces
vajayjay
before
out?
everyone got Botox. Everyone got filler. She was like a
Exactly.
normal, it was a more
Ruby,
achievable beauty.
would you have gone down on her, Ruby?
That's never been something I particularly fantasize about when I think about women. But I don't want to talk explicitly with you because you're disgusting.
Okay. I'm disgusted.
She was on talk shows.
Look at boing, boing, boing.
Acted. It was.
I would
good
eat her
being Anna
vajayjay
Nicole
out,
Smith.
Ruby.
I'll never forget seeing Anna Nicole in Naked Gun 33 1/3.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's what I first saw her in.
Just
Should I eat
contemplating
her
my
dirt
next
shoot
move.
out?
Your
Oh my God.
bishop is exposed.
It's
You're in
these
jail.
pants.
You're in jail for the next 5 minutes.
You're all
These movies
men.
were all.
I like that in my man.
You know what? She was a cartoon character. She was like Jessica Rabbit, like just on the big screen, like no other.
It really is somebody who seemed to be in chronic emotional pain, and no one ever really helped her.
With her life the way it was, most
Okay, what I was
assumed
about to
some
say,
kind of drug
Marilyn
problem.
Monroe was
would
also
that
in
be found-
Playboy. The
Oh
first issue,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
somebody
they had a very
used
similar,
her,
and then dying in their 30s, they had a similar trajectory.
except Marilyn Monroe. Somebody used her pictures without her consent or whatever. They bought the rights without her knowing.
Dude, I forgot about that. Well, no, she had it was like she sold the pictures and then it was like sold to Playboy, this like huge magazine, and it was something she had done like I don't know, I think she had just sold these images
Early
to
in
like
her
a
career
smaller
or something.
photographer early, and like dude, fuck the photographers and all the like wolves in the industry who are so keen. Like it's so easy to manipulate a young, naive, like troubled woman, and these people know what they're dealing with. It's just sick. But at least Larry Burkhead seems always like a good influence in her life, and I'm glad that he was able to take care of the kid for, after she
Found
died.
quickly if that were the cause.
I think so. I think that in a couple of weeks, there's going to be some answer as to what happened here, whether it was a toxicology overdose type situation, or whether it was something that she had a primary
Talking about
problem
her
with her heart.
boobs, I'm talking about her face. Look at her face. It's not
Anna
that.
Nicole met this billionaire, J.
I think she had
Marshall, when
maybe
was
worked on
working
later.
as
You
an
know what?
exotic
Do you
dancer
not
in
follow what I'm
Houston.
talking about? You're just trying to be
was in the
difficult.
bar. You were performing.
Right.
Dude,
I
my best
went
friend
over and
always
met
says I look like
him,
Ellen DeGeneres.
And he had asked me to go to.
I don't
Because I used to have
a
shorter
lunch
blonde
with him
hair.
the following day.
When I had shorter blonde hair,
And
I could see a
did,
little
and
in
that
like
was the last
the
time that I ever
just
danced.
a little
We
bit,
had
like
been
we relatives.
together for
How much
many
older
years.
was he?
I was 23, I believe, and he was 86.
And he repeatedly asked her to marry him.
She did get. It's
And
very
she says
common. I
no
struggled
over
with
and
food
over
too. I
again
got
for
fat, and
something like
it's
3
very common
years.
for
She said
addicts.
she wanted to make it on her own, and
So-
she did.
Yeah, it
Ultimately,
says she said no
she
at
gave
first
in.
when he tried to marry her.
Yeah, apparently for a couple of years. I mean, I don't know. Who knows what the truth is in some of these tales? Ruby, her lawyer wasn't the biological father. The daughter ended up with the guy that looks like Ryan Seacrest, and I think that's great. Yeah, Larry Burkhead ended up being the father, and he always seemed like a genuine soul. They're just like these eccentric, kooky Southerners, but like the flamboyant kind, like Dolly Parton. He's like of that vibe, and it seems like he has a really fun, cute life with his daughter, and like he's super involved. So when I can pull up the picture again of what the daughter looks like. That's the daughter now on the right. Very similar, like small. And I think it's cute. She's kind of like embracing her mother's look and like doing the blonde hair and then like 90s eyeshadow. I think it's a cute little homage or whatever. Oh, also, that's the kind of dog I want.
Oh, is
I
that
want that
Coco?
dog.
Or was that what
I
Coco
wish.
was? Or
I wish. That's this
or-
is just this dog called Tiny Pinocchio. It was like one of the smallest dogs in the world, and I'm like,
oh my god.
it died, but I would love a dog like that. But I think the lawyer was like an evil influence in her life, and he fought and like tried to claim he was the son. Anna Nicole did some shady shit too, and trying to like say the father was someone else, and, like manipulating that is like very fucked up to do. Imagine you're like Larry Burkhead excited to have this baby, and then Anna Nicole's like, you know what, I'm gonna say it's this other guy. Like that's kind of fucked up. And I believe the lawyer was probably like a psychopath, convinced her into it. You know,
She agreed to marry J. Howard Marshall, 89 years old, and she's 26. Strange, yes.
then whatever the disease is, I got it too.
Why
But without
did you finally
the
accept?
movie star good looks.
Because I promised him that I would marry him after I made something of myself. And I promised him, and it was time to do something. And I wanted to have children. I owed it to him. I wanted kids, and it was time to get married.
But he couldn't have given you kids, could he?
We tried.
You did?
We tried, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, the lawyer's super sketch.
Do I think Anna Nicole Smith was a gold digger with J. Howard Marshall? Of course I do. Come on.
What was Anna Nicole Smith's motivation in marrying this billionaire? She may have been a gold digger who wanted his fortune.
I'm one of those people who is not instantly cynical when you hear that billionaire marries young woman. Hey, listen, good for him.
Did you realize that the public looked at this as kind of like gold digger?
Yes, I did.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel very angry because I wanted to make a name for myself so that wouldn't happen. And it hit me in the face anyway.
Ben would do that.
He would, but I don't think anyone's buying.
She told me he was the only one that ever loved her truly with an open heart and never wanted anything from her.
I loved him for so much what he had did for me and my son. I mean, I just loved him so. I've never had love like that before.
The next thing
I
you
think
know,
she could be sincere
he
to a degree about
soon
that.
fell ill and died the next year.
When he died, how old was he?
He was 90.
And what did he die of?
Pneumonia.
When Howard Marshall died, Anna Nicole is now 28, and she enters the Betty Ford. And according to People magazine, she is addicted to Vicodin and alcohol.
There were reports that you were addicted, that you were in rehab.
Right.
She's opiates,
True,
booze,
but
and food.
They say I
Hashtag
was
relatable.
in there for drugs, but I was in there for painkillers.
You took what? You got addicted to prescription painkillers?
I got addicted to pain pills and also alcohol when my husband was dying and when he died.
When Howard Marshall died, in the probate meetings, they read the will, and Anna Nicole's not in it. And neither is another one of his sons. So
Savage
they
daddy.
both contested.
Anna Nicole Smith came back to
It's
Houston armed with her
complicated. Sometimes people don't have better options. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of times people are desperate for any kind of love and affection. And if he found that, I think it could be like a fair exchange in a way, but there's always going to be a weird power imbalance. Like the woman has an imbalance with her beauty and sexual power over him, and there's an imbalance with him and his age and that actual more tangible societal power. So but I don't think it's like her exploiting him if she's giving him happiness and affection. Do you know what that means? To imagine you're dying alone, fucking miserable. Yeah, I'll pay out a lot of money. Like, if that's the only way I can have some companionship, and it sounds like there was a genuine affection there and he helped her life a lot. Like, I don't understand why she wasn't in the will to start with, but I heard from the last, I quickly Googled it, and this case went all the way to the Supreme Court, and she got a payout of half $1 billion. Or no, 275 million, I think.
Damn.
A lot. Like, it was a lot. I mean, it is like, she was fucking that guy. She's, I kind of like, that's a lot to give to someone, to give your body to someone and to be, I don't know, who knows what that exchange was like, but yeah, I think people can, don't have to be totally cynical.
Legal team not saying much as she arrived.
She claimed that J. Howard Marshall told her verbally, because it wasn't in the will, but that he told her verbally that he was going to give her half his fortune. And then ensued a court battle with his son, Pierce Marshall.
Well, that just began decades of litigation, the likes of which made it all the way to the United States Supreme Court.
Smith showed up just after lunch to sit through the afternoon session.
I only want what my husband wanted me to have.
Her claim has caused this case to wind its way through the courts for years.
I don't even want to be condescending, but there's like a kind of dopey sincerity to her. Like, she might not have been like that bright, and it's okay. You can have different kinds of intelligence. She had a charisma, and she did have something to offer the world, in my opinion. But there is like a dopiness that could have made her vulnerable too. Oh, well, looky who's backstage. There is like a dopiness that could have made her vulnerable. Oh, wow, I can hear myself. Anything you want to say? Any final words before there's a button here that says kill. And I'm thinking about pushing it. So.
Can I at least say I do apologize for showing up last time I was here. Pretty
good. Yeah, I'm not mad at you for that.
No.
I'm mad at you for going and giving super chats to Grace, saying like, "Oh, everything I said about Ruby, I was just drunk. I'm all about you. You're my number one." You're typical fucking lying, a lying man. 2-timing, 3-time. How many other bitches are there? Huh?
There might be a couple. But I thought I just got lost right there. But it's not. There's a different energy.
On his toes.
There's a different energy that I put out for each one of these different people, right?
How many bitches are there? How many bitches
are you simping for?
How many bitches?
Who are you simping for?
I don't think there really isn't.
Oh my gosh.
There really isn't a number. There isn't a number.
What? It's so big of a number you can't count it?
5?
5 is always too many. Okay, this isn't what I thought we were jumping into right away. But I'm not
mad. All I'm saying is it's just like, bro, you're people. I don't watch that bitch no more. But the people send me screenshots and little this, little that. People got eyes on you, bitch. I get the highlights, okay? Ruby this,
You're
Ruby that.
Man.
I get the highlights.
Man. You're a grown
what kind
man.
of bitch? What kind of man is going to a bitch talking about another bitch?
Well, I don't talk about nobody else. That sounds wild. I don't say.
What I'm saying is you're in her chat being like, Ruby sucks.
No way. I've said something like that.
Yes, you
Bring
did.
up the screenshots. I've never once said Ruby sucks.
No, yes, you did.
No.
You did.
I haven't.
You said I hate that C slur.
That's crazy. I know.
You said I hate that C slur. She hates me because I'm black.
I don't even know what a C slur is. Oh,
cracker.
Cracker.
No way. A C slur is a cracker.
We're crackers to you.
This is just what I'm hearing, my friend. It's what I'm hearing.
So,
it's what I'm seeing, and it's all crazy.
Ain't I saying that in a whole room full of C slurs? Then
you're a Becky.
Just by saying C slur, you are saying the slur, so that hurts.
What?
Just saying C slur feels and hits it cuts the same. Saying crack.
It hurts me.
What was that?
I'm hurt by it.
Oh my gosh. I've never once. Well, no, I mean, Okay, but I've never talked about it around here like that. That's a whole new thing.
Wait, also, you sent her $1,000? You're sending me $1 cash apps?
Wait,
you're sending the other just because I'm old? Hey, at least I'm not fucking my dad.
Exactly. Send her 100 right now. Send Ruby 100 right now.
This is the I got this right now is the problem. The problem
and send her 100 to apologize.
Pocket, not
send her 100 to apologize.
You already know I would do.
Is finally some coherence around here.
Z-slur. He-Man, you already know I wouldn't say the C-slur.
Send her 100. Send her 100 right now.
I would think that it wouldn't make it past
Okay,
the
we got to
first
get back to the
hearing.
end of the whole thing. We will talk about this in a moment.
Throughout all of this, the good
Nicole,
times,
she's
the
so
bad
outrageous.
times, the ups and the
She's
downs.
so outrageous.
One person that was by her side was her son Daniel. He was her constant companion.
It's so sad what happened.
That looks like Caitlyn Jenner, doesn't it? That looks like Caitlyn Jenner. I swear to God, it looks like Caitlyn Jenner.
Was really
Does that excite you?
You know, one shining
I know.
star for all the.
Oh, I love her long
breaks
hair. That was
she
very
had,
aesthetically pleasing.
in her life.
That looked like Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what? They've done studies, and men are not as good at women at telling the difference between the sexes quickly. And I think it's because for women, it could be life, death, rape. We have all these calculations. For men, it's like, do I fuck them? Like, and it's like, do I want to fight them, fuck them, rape them, whatever? Like, but women are able to tell the differences more. So that's why Spicoli feels the need to scream tranny at every woman who's over 5'4".
Tranny.
Who looks like Caitlyn? Anna Nicole?
Really creative.
The newsletter, he thinks, which they look nothing alike.
Was Anna's rock. Daniel is the one that kept Anna grounded.
Daniel gave her the backbone.
Right there, she's smoking.
Killed by the drug I'm on.
For her to be able to do everything.
Daniel turned out to be transgender, didn't he?
Oh, that's
she needed to medicate
no, he turned
in
out
order for her to
dead,
be able to get through the day, the night. She never
He
slept.
died of methadone.
You're saying the B slur a lot this evening.
Welcome back to How It Really Happened.
Anna
Anna Nicole
around here.
Smith was a worldwide cult icon, but her life was a roller coaster ride of extreme highs and lows.
I thought they fucked
Anna
her.
went to rehab and get clean, then go back to abusing drugs. She was slammed by the press in one issue, only to be flattered in the next. And in the never-ending
Do not
J. Howard
encourage
Marshall's estate,
the delusion.
some rulings awarded
No
her millions only to
more.
be reversed on appeal. But through all her struggles, Anna Nicole Smith never quit. She kept fighting back with one special purpose in mind: to make a better life for her son.
Yeah, she hates money. She fucking
Was
hates
Mr.
money. But it's fine.
Marshall
I'll
good
take
to
it.
Daniel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he was
Daniel
a good stepfather.
died.
Oh, absolutely.
And how did
Daniel
Daniel
died.
handle all of this?
My life.
Yeah, your marriage to the older man, how did he deal with it?
He dealt with
Daniel
it very well.
OD.
We've always stuck together.
Even though
horrible
life continually
horrible.
knocked
No
her
wonder
down,
it's like
she always
yeah,
found a way
she's
to
in
get
pain.
through
That's
it.
when you go to pain pills. It makes sense.
And then she
Very
get
obvious.
knocked down again.
Once she got fat, she was useless.
I'm not even that mad at
They're
that.
coming back.
I'm not even that mad at that.
Trim spot, baby.
Anna Nicole's
Look at
body
that.
definitely transformed through her life.
She
Hi,
gained a lot of
Caitlyn.
weight. She was very
Caitlyn
reclusive
Jenner.
Oh my
in
God.
Hollywood.
More like
A
Ruby
lot of
like
people
a year ago.
were saying very negative
Look at
things
that
about
guy.
her.
That Anna Nicole is not that bad.
She was, if I'm
Not
going to be
good.
fat, I'm going to be fat, and I'm going to own it. Then I'm fat.
Patrick Simpson.
Then she
She was.
uses
She
that
was.
weight
I don't know.
gain to help
She
make
owned her
money.
shit. She was
No.
like,
Modeling
yeah.
for Lane
Owned
Bryant.
it.
I don't know. There was a. She was very just present.
I earned her for
They're
JJ.
saying something good.
You
They're
did.
saying something bad. They're saying something.
Now, what are you going to do? I
Straight.
understand something's coming that's going to involve you.
Right. I'm going to do the Anna Nicole show.
What kind of show is it going to be?
All about me.
Come on,
I watched it.
camera.
I definitely watched it.
Anna Nicole's reality show debuts on E! in 2002, and it's a stupendous hit.
Yo, she invented it too.
Visually, she looked very different.
I wanted to move because the place I was in was just like a hellhole.
This really was like a
Field's house, so I'm glad we moved out.
I want to fuck your titties.
And a lot of the people in her life at the time, including one person who would end up being a very important figure in her life, her lawyer, Howard K. Stern.
In time, he became her lawyer, her companion.
Hi, Caitlin.
I think there's no question that a lot of people tuned in to Anna Nicole's reality show because
Jewish
they wanted
lawyer.
to see this kind of train wreck
Zionist
going on.
lawyer.
On that reality show that she is high as a kite a good deal of the time.
I think
Decay lawyer.
time.
Yeah, like Spanish.
Uh,
Like a canabana, is that what you call it?
Ruby, was he fucking her? Was her attorney fucking her?
Lives this
I
life.
think so, but
And you just, for
he was a
some
bad guy,
reason,
in my
want to
opinion.
see more and know more.
Greatest ally of Israel, she was fucking a Jew. She was fucking a Jew.
Oh my God, Nicole,
Hold on.
However,
you're losing
behind
closed
closed doors with
Can we
Anna
take a
and
time out for
myself,
1
she was
second?
always, she knew what she wanted.
So what? And I don't know if you guys just talked about this. I was making hot dish and whatnot, having a nice mommy sister Sunday. Anyway, what's going on with Spicoli being so mad at the greatest Israel ally?
I was playing the Hasan Piker clip. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he he's like the big political left-wing political streamer. And h3h3, which is Ethan Klein, just did like a video that has like millions of views out. That's like just calling him out for
slandering
being,
him, getting that over
for like supporting
the
terrorists.
nuke,
For
the content
nuke.
nuke.
Yes. So we're watching that, and some of their tension is around Israel, Palestine. So naturally, people started arguing. So I switched to Anna Nicole, and they're still fighting, and they're still. This is like half an hour ago, and they're still fighting.
Spicoli was like calling up everybody in the chat to come up on panel.
Spicoli?
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, isn't Spicoli a
He's a aggressive.
the other one, whatever.
No.
And
Are
he's
they
on a lot of
are they
mushrooms.
opposing sides or something?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I think.
Imagine imagine Spicoli like when he was a baby, like him with that voice going like goo goo gaga and shit. Like imagine how annoying that was. Yeah, feed me, fucky,
Then
feed
after
me,
a few
mommy.
years,
Do
she
we like
decides
that
to
Anna
lose
Nicole
the
or
weight.
the big that
Goo goo
was
gaga.
very sexy Anna Nicole right there? And I'm not trying. See how I got. If an Anna Nicole here, Ruby, I would have to say I would simp on her if she was on a panel.
Right?
I mean, I am a.
She'd be a great streamer, dude. We would be collabing like.
But she gets like to the my sister energies, like when she's like that what she's mumbling about later in the stream. She's like, I mean, no, that's my family.
Really?
The ladies of my family are the Coors Lights.
Are they vocally lazy? It's a status symbol to be vocally lazy. It's like I don't have anywhere else to be. I can just like.
No, my sister barks and my mom gets aggressive. My mom's Native and my sister's mixed with Native, and they're just aggressive women.
Aggro bitch.
Completely transforms her body
Wow.
and then becomes a spokesperson for the weight loss supplement Trim Spa.
I was having about Trim Spa money and fluctuating with her weight.
Like the Roopster,
We
relatable
all saw that
queen.
body transformation and that svelte figure at the 2004 American Music Awards, but we also saw an Anna Nicole that seemed to be intoxicated.
Off the rail.
When I saw the 2004
Yeah, she
American
was on a lot of
Music
opiates.
Awards,
She
she
drinking a lot.
saunters in.
Dude, I
she's
played this
strutting,
last week.
She's showing off her curves, and then when she said "like my body,"
They should not have left her off there.
She was hot. She was fine.
But yeah, she was looking great. Crazy, little crazy in the eyes, but I love the
Crazy
necklace.
in the
Trim
eyes?
Spa, baby.
Yeah.
I want that necklace.
She needs a sexy necklace.
That was not
Yeah.
a sober person.
Perez Hilton should have kept the weight
to
too.
be on
SEXSI.
next performer's new video.
That's my write that down. That's what I deal with.
Record an album. I want this guy to produce my make me beautiful duets.
So fucking genius.
You were watching the beginning of a downward spiral. She was very erratic. She
I know. I wish I could find my sexy necklace.
She seemed troubled. There were signs of drug use.
Jane, what are you expecting?
I would have to say that it will
Holy.
probably be drug-related.
Good evening. On a sad day, we begin on the phone exclusively with Donna Hogan. Donna is Anna Nicole's sister.
39?
Can you say you were totally shocked?
Not really shocked because of her lifestyle and everything. I mean,
crazy.
something you don't wish to happen, but back of your mind, you're knowing someday it might.
Somebody in chat brought up,
Are you
she did a
surmising
lot.
then it was drug-related?
She definitely did
That would
do
be
a
my
lot.
first.
Do what?
She did a lot, like Playboy, modeling, movies.
Yeah, she was
all
a
by
big
39.
media
That's
person.
Like,
Yeah, she was a
What a run.
performer and a
Yeah.
model. Like,
Mhm.
it's just because you don't understand an industry doesn't mean it's not its own like thing. I don't know why people have to be so fucking
Yeah, it's
degrading.
amazing.
And it's like it's a I don't know. She left a big cultural imprint.
Hell yeah.
And it's also a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna Nicole wasn't just a train wreck.
That's a weird one.
I really feel that she had a sweetness to her. She had a big heart.
Another major person in Anna Nicole's life was Larry Burkhead. He was
I
from
think they were good
Kentucky,
together. I
working
like
in Los
them.
Angeles as a photographer. They met in 2004 and had a very intimate relationship.
It's around Valentine's Day of 2006 that Anna Nicole Smith reveals to Larry Burkhead that she's pregnant with his child, and he's overjoyed.
Larry Burkhead, I found to
We're
be
gonna have to look
a
at that.
genuine individual
I have some of the guest
who
pictures here.
loved Anna Nicole and tried to get her off of
Alright,
drugs.
that's cool. She's beautiful.
She was
Yeah, I
on
definitely had.
opiates
I love
and
that.
she was
I thought she was
pregnant, so
smoking
that
out.
gives you a high risk pregnancy.
She entered Sinai Sinai
I got out
Hospital
pretty
for
unscathed. God
detox,
damn.
for rehabilitation.
Dude,
Let
getting off
some other
opiates is so
virgin know.
hard.
And it's a mess.
I was, treating her as a patient and worked with the people at Cedars, doctors at Cedars, to iron out a plan to have her have a healthy baby.
Yikes.
Larry's trying to talk her into staying off of drugs, and she doesn't want to hear from that. So she basically then sends him away, isolates herself, and continues to take drugs.
Because of the conflict between Anna Nicole and Larry Burkhead, all of a sudden she decides, oh, I don't want him to be the daddy anymore.
She needed to leave
That's like
because of Larry Burkhead.
That woman was just
Anna
looking
Nicole
like haggard.
and Mr. Stern.
One minute.
But she was looking like what? Dude, that's fucked up to do to someone. You can't just like steal their like. I get it. She's giving birth, but like that still was Larry Burkhead's baby. She knew that, and they like just tried to sign it off as being someone else's baby. Because she like, I mean, she probably had some of her own kind of like personality disorder kind of shit going on. So
Go to the Bahamas, and she gives birth there.
You put Howard K. Stern on the birth certificate, voila, he is the daddy of this child you're about to have.
But Larry Burkhead ran to the court in California to say, I'm ready to do a paternity test. I'm the father.
Sucks.
I'd never told anybody this. Anna came to me and said, you have blonde hair, you have blue eyes. I want you to say you're the father of the baby. You put your name on the birth certificate. And I was going to. We talked about it. And then Howard broke the story to Larry King.
So you are the father?
Yes, sir.
By the way, have there been any DNA tests taken? Has that been a... What?
Liar.
Where's Maury Povich when you need him?
DNA test taken?
He kind of looks like Maury.
Well, based
Where
on,
are you on,
based
Maury
on the
Povich?
timing, they're really.
I actually was in the. I was in the audience. Yeah. I should find that episode.
In 2006, while
Fuck,
Anna
I
Nicole
think my
was
mom
pregnant,
recorded it
she
off the
appears in a
Oscar.
video at her Bahamas home during the 9th birthday party of a girlfriend's daughter.
Dude,
This
is
video
brutal.
shot by Howard K. Stern shows Anna Nicole very
and of course, it's Howard Stern. Why is he videoing
I have
this?
got to start with this video Showbiz Tonight uncovered today. It's absolutely disturbing footage of Anna Nicole Smith in clown makeup, completely spaced out at a child's birthday party in 2006. She can't figure out if she's pregnant or if she has gas. Watch this.
Look how big my belly is getting. Because it's gas.
That's
your baby. Nuh-uh. It's gas. It's your baby.
She's talking in a baby voice like a tiny little child.
My baby's over there. Watch that. It's a battery baby. Don't open her skin.
She was drugged. She was drugged to the point where she didn't even know she was drugged.
But the lawyer was drugging her to like manipulate her and get access to her money.
Is this a mushroom trip?
Yeah. Obviously, she was under the influence of something then.
Howard
trying to get her to
Stern says Anna
incriminate
Nicole
herself,
was pretending, and she was just acting in this video.
It was very sad to watch. I was just like, why wasn't I there? Why couldn't I have been there that day so that wouldn't have happened?
And on September 7th, we're in a hospital in the Bahamas. Smith gave birth to a baby girl.
She gave birth to a healthy little girl, Danny Lynn.
She loved baby Danny Lynn, yet she also was struggling with prescription drug abuse at the same time. So was she 100% present as a mother those first few months of that baby's life? It's hard to say.
That night that she gave birth, her son Danny was flying in to meet his new sister and to be with his mother.
It was a reunion that lasted a night, and then the next day the horror set in.
And in that same hospital room where Anna Nicole has given birth, brother Daniel overdoses and dies.
He is found upright in that hospital chair, in that hospital room. It is a tragedy of Shakespearean dimension.
All right, Dr. Weck, you performed the autopsy on Daniel. Daniel died of what?
Combined drug toxicity, Larry, methadone, and 2 antidepressants.
Struggling with her emotions. It's been very rough. And she said that she didn't want to trade out children, meaning she didn't want.
Did you say oofta?
Imagine going through
another to
that.
die.
She lost the day after her baby is born. Her son overdoses in the chair next to her. How? I just can't even imagine what that was like, because she had to take care of a newborn baby and like is already so fucked up on all these drugs. Like, what the fuck?
No. Dude, house heaters. Can't throw a house heater up right now. I just got back on stream. I should have had one when I was just up there trying to help these. Damn, don't fire one up. Did you say oy vey in oofta?
Loses the most important thing in her life. The only thing that she, by all accounts, loved the most.
She had an episode in the funeral where she demanded her son's casket be opened, and she said that she wanted to be buried with him.
Deep in my heart, I knew after Daniel had died that my friend had gone.
Dude.
I never saw the willingness to want to live.
Yikes. She was hooked.
She didn't numb her pain with drugs.
The last days of her life are really the final act of a tragedy.
Yeah, I'd be like, bye. I'd be out. That is not. No way.
Anna Nicole Smith was clearly an addict.
I don't know. I don't know why. It's just
Virtually
something
her
built
whole
into my
life.
language. I don't know why.
Don't you have like a Jewish friend? That's where you got it from?
Oh yeah, actually I did. When I was really little, I did have a Jewish best friend up until I was like 8 or something.
Mhm.
Like, he just like when I was really young. But I don't know. I'm not Jewish. I thought it was like broadened out to just being like a term people use. Like, is it really distinctly only for Jews?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't meaning it like that. I was
know.
meaning it because oofta is like in North Dakota.
I say oy vey a lot, but I do.
I didn't
People sometimes people are like, "What?"
Really,
like,
the final act of a tragedy.
I thought it just meant like, okay.
Oh shit.
February 5th for Anna Nicole seemed pretty normal. And she was at a dance lesson, so presumably she's healthy enough to do that.
Anna Nicole Smith and her entourage, Howard K. Stern and Dr. Arosevich, leave the Bahamas. They fly to Miami.
She and Howard K. Stern
Oh,
had a plan to look at a yacht
pretty much
in Florida.
Yeah, she died around the time when Brittany had that meltdown.
She's in a limo on the way to
a
the
lot going on.
Yeah, you're right. It was
Hotel and
2007.
Casino when she
A
starts
lot was
feeling
happening
chills.
that year.
By the time she gets to the hotel
Do you know
lobby,
who caused that?
she's very wobbly to the point where Howard
Ruby, do
K.
you know who
Stern
caused the Brittany?
has to
We'll
help
go.
her
We'll
cross
call
the
back.
lobby.
Who
We'll circle
caused
back.
it?
Yeah. Do you know who? What?
It was like I
What?
think the.
It was Fred Durst.
Oh no, it was not.
Yes.
Shut the. Wait, really?
Yes.
Biscuit.
Yeah. Biscuit. What? It was. They were dating.
Purple starfish, hot dog water.
Oh, with the ball, the bang, the. Wait,
That's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Whatever. All right. Sorry, they're all fucking. I don't know. They're
What? They're all not Fred Durst. Let's keep going.
At about 7:30,
What is
Anna
wrong?
Nicole had a fever about 105. Extraordinary. She took an ice bath. She had a prescription for Tamiflu and some antibiotics, some chloral hydrate.
Chloral hydrate is a sedative and a hypnotic pharmaceutical drug and can be used to fight insomnia, but at higher doses, it also depresses respiration and even blood pressure.
A temperature of 105 degrees in an adult is a medical emergency. I mean, she should have been transported right away.
Yeah.
But she refused to go to the hospital or have her friends call 911.
February 6th, Anna Nicole spent just about the entire day in bed watching television and trying to recover.
Then she
how I feel
proceeds
every
not
day.
only to take chloral hydrate, but to take 4 other medications.
Dude, I hope there's not gonna be one of these about me. Like, I take my medication as prescribed or less. Okay, and some people say I abuse my medication because every once in a while I have up to 3 Bud Lights a couple times a month. I know it's just pure mayhem, but I mean, you really do have to be careful when you're mixing depressants. But I'm not sedated by. People think I'm on amphetamines. They think I'm cracked out.
Yeah,
there's nothing about me that gives sedation. Like you can tell when someone's like on opiates. Like,
I mean, this is a knockout drug. You can't just keep taking it.
dude, I've taken up to like 13 different drugs at the same time.
On February 7th, Anna Nicole had her first meal of the day around noon. But in the middle of the day, something went wrong.
She finds herself naked in the bathtub, but there's no water in the bathtub.
And she seemed very confused.
To me, that says she is completely drug-addled at that moment in time.
Sounding like a broken record here, but she again took chloral hydrate. February 8th. This is the last day of Anna Nicole's life. She wakes up, but she complains about fatigue. And Howard K. Stern reportedly took her to the bathroom, got her back into bed, said he didn't notice that she had taken any drugs at that time, but then he left.
At about 1 o'clock, Tasma, the wife of Big Mo, who's Anna Nicole Smith's bodyguard, goes in and sees Anna Nicole unresponsive. She does not call 911. She proceeds to administer CPR and call her husband.
And when I saw her, her lips didn't look right. They looked kind of pale.
Yeah,
and blue.
she was, I mean, she
So I
had a
sat on the
fever
face, I
mixed
wake
with
up.
that. Your body could
I
have
got
been
a call
weakened and then
from Mo
overdosed.
that something was wrong and that he was going to call 911.
The paramedics got to her hotel room at 1:46 in the afternoon. They must have worked on her for quite some time in that
Right,
hotel
like,
room because it was
That
almost
seemed
an
like a
entire
long number.
hour later that
So,
she was taken
or
to the
some.
hospital by ambulance.
Well, I didn't know what was going on. And when they finally let me go to the hospital, right when I got there is when I learned that she had died. And then they let me go in to spend some time with her and get a priest to give her her last rites.
Have we looked back to see if there's any, like she was going to expose?
This is CNN.
I wonder.
Commercial break. Yeah,
Who
because
knows?
an hour.
These people, all people in power, they like. There's just like this culture of blackmail, and like people. It's like so common. It's sick because everyone has some weird shit, and it's like, I don't know. Very sad, very tragic, but. Anyway, I don't want to just watch this whole video. I also just we've got fresh hot process content too, though.
I'm glad I'm here for it. And can I just real quick while we're doing this interlude? No one get. What were we doing? Oh my gosh, my camera really jumps in on a motherfucker when it's like that. Look at this guy with the picture change.
I know. See, we are all switching it up. In the best ways.
Iowa boombox with the Colt 45. No one's ever shot that zapper like that. And you're way too close to the screen.
Way too close. I was drunk as hell. Dude, I got over 100 levels on that. Like I went to 99 and it like the game started over.
No, okay, so no, I've beaten Super Mario. And what the? Was it a heater drop? What was it?
Wait, me just now. I dropped my. I'm a fire hazard.
No, that's fine. I don't believe that you did start the fire that you say that you did.
I didn't start the fire. I like that idea that I didn't start it.
I don't think you can, because I don't think a cigarette would burn like that.
Right, cigarettes don't.
Yeah, I don't think that
seems sus. I think it was fake news perpetuated by me about me. Typical. Fucking typical. The biggest propagator is right.
That was perfect. That was funny.
Okay. Oops. How do I do this? Also, do you like my new background? Hello.
The red one behind us background, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously.
Why can't all right, hold on, let me get to where I'm trying to go.
You already know there's a fine line of glaze that I can only do before you get mad. So it's like I gotta walk a razor's edge.
Do you see the little Celebrity Sundays at the bottom? Do you see the little thing I put?
Yeah, no, I saw that on this thumbnail. You have like, aren't you like pulling up your belt like you got a gat in your waistband on the pic?
I'm just being cool. This is like a pic of me being...
I'm just saying, I noticed. That was me just showing you.
All right, let me see. Oh, here's the princess. Here we go.
Yeah, let's get through princess. I gotta talk.
What is his hair's looking slick. What?
It's slick in a good.
Why is there no audio on this? Am I mute? Like, is this? Oh, he's probably just. Yeah, he's probably just. Like,
we just did the same thing, man. What?
Oh, it's so loud. Ow.
I wonder what's the best, because
I just turned up so loud.
It was just all night.
There's Hurricane.
Hurricane Paul everywhere but here. Lo was there. Why? I miss everyone's live stream.
Someone needs to tell Lo.
If you're gonna drink, hydrate.
Like, Lo,
stay hydrated.
Lo, convince if you ever meet Hurricane, just
let's lock
convince him
in.
to come back to Ruby's.
Right? Like he's got everything twisted. Like I don't know why he's so wounded that I put him backstage that one time. Like he's really holding this. Like
who is Paro?
Hurricane Paro. He will not come back.
Hey, Polly.
What?
All right, let's go, Prawn. All right, what was he doing? What was the problem?
The next 60 days for us is so
I think the haircut. I kind of get it. I see it. I think it works.
I said after March. I mean,
after March. Okay.
I was saying after March.
Wait.
After March.
I think. Oh yes.
All right, guys. Let's play Frogger. Frogger IRL.
Dude,
Jenny,
streaming
you're
in public is so embarrassing. It's so I'm embarrassed my brother didn't move that far away. I do not want him to see me walking around downtown with my little selfie stick. It looks insane. Like you have to just let go of any like pride you have in yourself and just do it. Like, dude, like that's
my big
horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
My big sister's live streaming again.
Oh man. But what if it's a dope ass thing?
IRL Frogger.
Like my niece is here. She loved it for a long time with that thing.
I'm joking.
He's like, I'm joking. No, let's actually do it. Let's actually run into traffic.
Maybe
Let's
doing this Frogger thing is like.
Let's do it for the content.
Think of the clip though.
True. Prawn. That's why he gets the content.
Ooh, dude.
You should have did it blindfolded for the content.
Do you know I found out that guy Ice Poseidon, who's like one of the biggest streamers, lives in Austin, where Prawnces lives.
Ice.
I wonder if they're like Ice Poseidon. He was Ice Spice. He's what the. Poseidon? He was the one who was the IP2 network is like formed around. I'm pretty sure. That's
well,
if
you IP is Ice.
Oh, Ice
Poseidon. Yeah. And it just turned into its own weird fucked up thing. But he was just like a streamer who just kind of like, did kind of shady whatever.
RM Brown moved to Austin like before it got huge and stuff. But yeah, he still lives there. I call into his show sometimes.
I don't know them.
Dude. One slider and a side is $10.
I need to get a bot, Ricks. What is that?
Isn't it just in the back end of
is that a yeah?
Oh, an OB.
Maybe I don't fucking know.
There's like a night.
No, because the Thorpes have the same one, and there's no way they don't use OBS. They don't know.
She uses OBS. I don't know. I think she does.
Oh wait, you're right. Maybe for when they started local rejects, I think maybe they did, so they could do the same. Whatever.
The only reason I know is because I looked into because I use Linux everything. I would never use Windows. Whatever. Let's keep.
Wait, I'm so confused. How does this fucking work? So it's 2 for 10.
Prawn just streams himself partying all the time. Like he's just like like the dating show's on hold because we want to reconfigure the concept and not have it be around dating. So I get that. He's moved, he's getting set up, but it's been like a full month of just party streams.
Well, yeah,
like,
but a lot of people never showed up to them, and we'd rather remember the one dude that was not Richard Ramirez or whatever, but he showed up and he had his camo close, and you and him got in that fucking, and he was crazy as fuck.
Oh, Hormack, sir?
No, like Richard Ramirez. He looked like Richard Ramirez.
That was the
best. Yeah, that was one of the.
Yeah,
that was one of the best random
dude. That was
out of anybody. Like that dude. I wonder where the fuck he is or what his name.
We need to get that. That needs to be like clipped more for posterity because that was insane.
That guy was fun. That was funny.
We had a lot of great dating show moments, but then Prawn.
It just turned into a lot of
and the scheduling.
People. Yeah.
And then no one called. The last time we did it, no one called in.
Yeah.
Except people who aren't allowed.
Same people. Yeah.
Yeah, so
it takes a lot for
figure
people
it out.
To jump up here. It takes a lot for
especially
people,
if it's for romance. It's hard enough to jump up.
Yeah,
for romance, that is a whole other barrier, and we just don't have big enough channels, I think, to pull that market. Like from our 50 viewer pool,
sure.
Like it's not. It just wasn't taking off that way. All right.
But it is a concept that worked. Like it was funny. Like even to shoot the shit.
It's cringe to be like,
I grew up in a religious environment.
Me just debate everything all the time.
Environment.
Is he shit talking his community? He's a debate bro, pretty much.
I think he is.
It's not a debate, bro.
Yes,
I think
he is. That's where he was when he. Yeah, okay, well,
dude, am I in debate?
We all
dabbled. More debates than him. We've all dabbled. Yeah. Who hasn't dabbled? Okay, we all had our debate, bro.
I just wanted to come talk to some motherfuckers. That was about it.
It's gonna be like midnight when we get there.
At the end of the day, all religions have some sort of overlap,
Yeah, we should
like using your intellect to just observe what the overlap is, learn from it.
It was way better than the whole exchange. Happy to chat about anything else. Is it me or the audience filling it out? Just music? It might be that.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Oh shit, ice cream flavor?
Ruby, he frustrates me so because months ago, right? We were all homies months ago, right? And I would shoot some little scratch to him when you guys were doing your own little thing. Try to encourage him to keep doing it. And then all of a sudden one day he hooked up with these Austin bros and just straight went.
And now
like
he's
this
too
to
good
me.
for us. He's too good
I'm
for
like
us.
this. Yeah, he's walking around like holding on him like he's like with the big. I don't even have a skyscraper in my town. The biggest thing I got in my town is a grain elevator. And this guy's cruising around, fucking slick back hair, looking handsome as ever, rolling in Ubers. Uber?
He's living that little. He's partying. I mean, he's having a good experience. He's having fun. Getting some content. Hopefully, making some money doing it too. I don't know.
Looking like handsome devils out there.
Oops, I'm not even playing it for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Danny likes Pepe Le Pew. My second favorite is.
I mean, look at.
This take your son to Chuck E. Cheese Day or
I forgot that on Kick they have this like streamer partner thing where you can like just get paid like an hourly to stream. I wonder if he's gotten that. Because then if he's just getting paid an hour, it makes sense why he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna stream partying. Like,
yeah.
Prawn said something
and it's also
about,
there's funny content in it too.
Prawn
So
said
he's kind
something
of got
about-
it made. If they're paying him, that's awesome. That's it.
he said something about taking advantage of Kick while he can, because we don't really know how long that site's gonna be like around.
Yeah,
It is better. It is better, genuinely. It's just a lot of people ain't there. I think I like freedom of speech, and I don't care about a lot.
But it gets so gross. Like these sites, it gets
poisoned. The people get poisoned for sure.
Yeah, if you just let the worst, loudest people dominate, and those evil voices like grab, you have to have some kind of moderation to have anything anything enjoyable for the user, like So
I can't.
It should be a light touch, and YouTube is fucking insane. I've been demonetized like my whole channel for no fucking reason. But
I just feel like my thing is, I live in like what C-slur world, right? Like just. The slur, whatever. If I'm gonna know that people are gonna say that crazy shit about me whenever I show up anywhere, and so what I would rather do is like personality-wise, just try to bash through the barriers, and then just know there's gonna be another person that's gonna slur you out or say whatever and come up with bullshit. And so it's just like, I know Kick, you can just say anything, end tower, and it just gets ridiculous. So,
I've never used the site. I've only heard of it because of
I mean, I watched this one little
whole like thing.
She'd be showing her butt, right? She'd like.
Can you do porn on Kick?
No.
Is anything goes?
She's cooking. It's a cook stream, but there's two cameras.
One for the butt.
Okay, why do you gotta say butt?
Wow.
Holy, we went sideways.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's obscene.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
You tied.
How's that possible?
Yes. No. Tied. We both won.
You that guy? I need to grab the pistol so bad. I would want my listen to cops' advice. I should have done it. I fucked up.
I think the hairstyle works for him. I think the style, like his styling, not Darius. I don't know what Darius is, but with whatever's Prawn doing. But I'm starting to lose my voice a little. I'm still a little sick. I'm sick.
You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't. Let's all crawl. Keep it going. Stevie and I will be there. You can lay there with the napkin over your face or whatever.
I mean, really, what this is about is, I just want to move to I want to lie down and my voice can't
go
keep
ahead. Go ahead.
If you guys want.
We got people talking about it in chat. Stevie's got that new pick. I'm not as half in the whatever. It's been a nice time. I still got to wait on the hot dish to get fully out. We can do this. We're plenty to talk about tonight. It was
I
Groundhog
know there's
Day
a
today
lot.
here.
There's always a lot. My issue is my chair sucks. My voice is dying, and that's it. Those are the main things.
Yeah, don't leave
end
us,
this show.
or just go ahead. Yeah, nobody wants you to end it. But if you need a sabbatical,
I guess I could just.
I don't know what.
Well, what do I like? Play it? Just like play a video.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, let's look for. Don't we usually watch like?
Yeah, let's put in some
videos
puppies
or
at least for
something?
the. Yeah, I didn't even say I'm ending. Okay, I'm moving towards wrapping it just because my voice is like dying.
It is.
I've had like a little feeling a little sick, but like I'm just
holy
already dying.
Imagine if you were in a concert right now and it's the end and they're like encore, and you're like,
my voice always,
song yet, motherfucker.
The raspier, the better. Get comfy, Ruby. Let's finish the Anna video. I mean, that video was basically done, but
that was.
I mean, I don't know. Let's
Gamer of the Dam. Gamer of the Dam does know where the content is at. That is something to go over a bit. It is the return of drinking K Star.
Who does? Wait, gets Groundhog
Gamer of the
Day.
Dam does,
let's go check it. I forgot he's back drinking.
I forgot that too. Yeah.
Dude, I've been so out of the loop. They got too like brutal. Like the show got like so sadistic. It was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, that shit got weird as hell.
Like what the? All right, let me try to find LOL cow live. Trust me. Yo, this is my cue. I gotta get back in this bitch.
Why do they have Mad Hatter hats on? Do you know there's mercury in the rims of them hats that soak into the brain, and that's why they're mad at? Let's not get conspiracy.
He's got fucking.
This is like a milady panel.
A milady panel.
I love that Bob Wolf was able to create this system for us. I mean, no one else has the system. Like it was self-coded by us.
That jacket is rough, Keem. We're close to the same age.
Listen, Keem is a very recognizable brand, and he just like
in my family. My
he locks that in. So
yeah, that jacket.
He's like an Axl Rose or like I think it was like weird. It's like okay, you're just
He's like I'm on a panel full of a couple of neckbeards and top hats.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
We can do that. That was great.
Because I don't know what they're talking. I would rather look at the baby animals, but maybe when maybe I'll be in the LOL Cow. I'll check out the LOL Cow Discord. Let me share this tab again. Let me share this tab. And I even did a look at these little Maltese puppies. I made a whole. It took me an hour just to make the background. That's not true. It took like 10 minutes tops. That feels like an hour in Rubyland. Like
just because your voice is getting so rash, you say. I'm not saying your voice sounds great. 44 Dynamic always has like a.
Yo, where he at, dude?
I understand what he wants out of me, but we'll watch John Deere Kids.
Here, we'll bring up 44 and we'll look at the John Deere Kids.
I didn't know there was a kids section in John. I love it.
Yeah, they're little baby tractors.
There you go. I have a Maltese. He-Man, was that racist? Were you just calling me a? Well, we're not going to go there, He-Man, because I know He-Man would never do that.
Very cute puppies. I love Maltese.
Very, very
cute. I need one. I want one. I need one right now. Also, look at this sexy sexy Pepsi necklace.
You drink Diet Coke, girl.
I know, but sexy. Look at. I'm going to show you, and it's going to make sense. Look.
Okay, make.
I had this
I'm never
necklace.
Gonna say that, but go ahead. Yes, please.
Look at. I had a necklace that was that. But it was a necklace that said sexy. What's up, 44? What do you think about that idea of I had that necklace. I don't know where it is.
Crooked King,
sexy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay,
Is that just your generic?
Relax, Ruby, okay? Relax. Chill out.
When you don't know someone, you're just like, hey, you're crooked. Let me find out.
Me and King talk like offline. Come on.
Oh, you talk offline?
I mean, not all the time, but we talk once in a while.
That was cute. That's funny. No, Ruby. One, I would never. Can we get Ruby's? Let her. She was doing a little segment talking about the necklace she wanted, sir. You got let in.
No one gives a fuck.
About
Are you sure?
I do.
Memo received. It's time for the little star to have his time.
I'm a star.
Go on,
Thank
loco.
you.
Move, bitch.
Get
I
on
my camera
there.
on because I broke my
Move,
camera because
bitch.
Francis pissed me off a little earlier, so I had to break it. But
Look at my
Ruby,
silver hog.
Ruby, relax, chill out. You don't have to be so angry all the time. Chill out. Damn, you're acting like
Angry
King
at
over
me?
here.
No, I'm positive. I'm not like Kim Jong.
Wait, did you watch the court earlier? Judge Lowe?
No.
Yeah, well, okay, so Lowe was live earlier. Me and Francis went at it. She,
Dude, what
she was the
I'm
judge.
missing? Am I not cool anymore? Why am I missing it?
King was there. You
Do
saw
you
King,
people
right?
think I'm too
Were you there?
famous to let me know when cool things are happening? God damn!
You were there, King, right? You saw it?
I'm a person too. Just because I'm a celebrity doesn't mean I'm not a person.
You know, you ain't no celebrity. Relax, Ruby. Calm down. Chill out.
Bitch!
I'm celebrity over you. I pull more views than you.
How am
Come
I
on.
hated by everyone on YouTube if I'm not a celebrity?
Earlier, 44. You don't know how to be socially aware.
I was
Work
respectful
a
to
room.
Judge-
He's
I was.
socially aware of this cock. Take it.
You don't. Oh my God! Why do you have to do that,
Earlier, you
Ruby?
had your
Come on,
comb.
relax.
You were putting your comb there.
Oh, hi,
She was
Stevie.
doing her hair. She was putting her
By the way.
comb there.
You're
I
making me
did see you
negative.
getting ready with when you banned me earlier, right? You banned me
Oh,
this afternoon.
you got banned?
And you put the comb
Low
there
in
when you were
order.
doing and
Anyways,
it was pretty funny. It was funny.
Ruby. She found me guilty. You should
You
probably.
are guilty.
No, I was
What?
right. I was correct.
About
Try to
being
change the
guilty,
verdict.
you?
Change the verdict, please. Try
Wait, what was the charge?
that. You know, I was going up against Francis because he called me. You know, he said I was autistic or whatever.
You absolutely are.
I'm
The
not,
doctors
though.
are in. They said
Yeah.
you are. Yeah,
The
all
fuck?
the psychiatrists, even Mary told me she said you are, in fact, autistic. Yeah.
Oh, she's crazy.
Well, we all know Mary's crazy, but you know, we all know she's a crazy bitch.
So sorry. I'm not being like- You're fucking funny, Ruby. Mary! Fuck!
It was a good bit until I did get fired.
I know.
You got fired, of course. You got
Listen,
fired. What the fuck?
I got fired as her patient. I was gonna fire her first. She was just being a jealous bitch. I
forgot. I was like, who the fuck is Mary?
That was a real. I'm glad you got it at least because that was very niche, like to my life joke.
It is
very niche to my
What happened to
life.
Stevie? Where did Stevie go?
You're so autistic that he got scared.
Yeah, 44.
Relax,
You have
chill out. Why are you hating
run
on me all the
people off.
time, Ruby? I like King. Like I want to look, Ruby. I want to like you.
You just
but
called
you
him
are-
Crooked King.
He didn't.
Well, that's just
This
his
is
name.
it. This is
It's
your.
his-
Let's do it. All right, let's take an autism test right now.
Really? I'll take it.
Yeah, for
Okay,
you.
Come on. let's go.
Autism. Is it you? Autism.
I'm not.
test.
I'm not searching anything up, but I'll.
No,
you
I'm
know,
doing
I'll-
it.
Oh my gosh. Right there proves that you can't tell me what to do. I'm not
Free
gonna Google.
for babies.
Come on, King. Why do you have to? Why do you have to freaking instigate, King? Why?
What
What's
do you
wrong
mean?
with you?
I'm gonna headbutt get crack. I don't know who he's tripping on.
Look, I don't got my glasses on. I can't read.
Free online
Yeah, that's
tests
fine.
for babies. Help parents
For
assess
babies?
whether
What the fuck?
their child. I think that you're just on this level where this makes more sense to approach it like from parent baby kind of angle.
Oh my! You are unbelievable right now, Ruby. Jesus Christ, unbelievable.
Or I could just do adult. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
Adult.
yeah. What do you think?
Whatever.
Do I look
Just
like a
autism of all babies and
Oh,
ages.
do I look like a child to you or what?
You look like a cow.
I do. What the fuck?
You look like a baby. All right. Autism test. I'm old too, dog.
Yeah, you are. Come on now.
My birthday's coming up. What are you getting me?
How old are you?
Are you gonna edit me a video that's flattering?
I'll
for
send you a
once?
video. Don't worry. It's your
No,
birthday.
I want it posted publicly. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, celebrity!
And I'll add that you're crooked in there. Oh, don't worry. I'm not-
Only
what?
if it's on opposite.
Dude, wait, hold on, Ruby. Do you genuinely think I'm actually autistic?
I do. I really, I dead
No,
ass.
I'm
I
not.
really do think
No,
that. I
look,
do.
no,
I
that-
do.
no, look,
I
that-
really.
that-
I
Oh my
believe it like to my core that no matter what, whether
my
you
God.
play up a character or not, the verdict is in that you are absolutely very autistic.
Because you never see me. Because you never see when I'm not.
You are
if I'm
you!
playing- okay, hold on. When I'm playing.
Oh,
if
what?
I'm
I don't
playing
see you when you're
no,
yes,
hold
your
on.
friends.
If I'm playing character, no. If I'm playing character or not, you never see me out of the character. If that's the case, right? Is what you're
That's so autistic to just go around playing a
Stop.
character online. That's
Stop.
what an autist would do.
Stop.
And this isn't a negative verdict. I would love to be autistic. There's no excuse for my bad
Oh my
behavior.
gosh, you are autistic. Look.
You are coconut crazy.
No, hold on, Ruby. If you ask Lo,
Right, how do I
Lo
get?
has actually seen the real me. All right.
The real you?
Relax, calm.
What is that? An innuendo?
Whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Well, how about you give us the real you for once? Why don't you introduce yourself?
I am 44 dynamic, and a lot of you probably
No. We said not your
see?
caricature. You're already. You're not even using a name. You're using a number. Who are you? Are you just a number?
44 dynamic.
That's so autistic.
Okay, hold on.
To just be like, hi, I am number 1,800 person.
Fine.
That's
I'm Lookout Kings.
giving autism, and there's
I'm
nothing wrong
Lookout
with it.
Kings. I put more views.
Oh my god, my neighbors are gonna think I'm so ableist.
Oh my gosh, Ruby. See, this is why we can't get along, because
Hey,
I try, no
44.
matter what yes.
Do you still do like wrestling commentary videos?
No. Did you wait?
That's
You
what you
watched
did.
those videos?
Yeah, I looked at your channel.
What do you think about?
We know about you. We know about your dark
videos?
history and
I
wrestling
think you should,
commentary.
You should probably do some of that. I can see where 44 gets his like shit talking because he watches wrestling.
Yes, I know, but at least I know how to shit
Hey,
talk on like
here's
Papi Chulo.
Where is Pop?
What are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Rhea Ripley, dude?
I paid him to
This
fuck off.
universe is falling apart.
I paid him to fuck off. Is what I
Ruby,
did.
the popular girl, is not being told about all the streams, despite being so popular.
No, because you're
And
old. No,
all
like,
of
no
my
one can relate to
strongest
you.
soldiers, Paro, flipped on me. And
You mean
went to the
tomfoolery?
opposition.
Tomfoolery?
No, Hurricane Paro.
Yeah, well, yeah, tomfoolery.
She flipped
then.
on me. I don't know who that is. I literally
You don't know who tomfoolery is?
No.
That's okay.
Say.
It's okay. Tomfoolery doesn't like me. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Probably because you have a social issue.
Look, let me ask you something, Ruby. It's a serious question. Why do all these people fuck with me, but yet they hate me?
I ask myself the same question, dude. I don't know. I'm in a similar position. I don't know. That's
Really?
just kind of how the internet is. Everyone just like congregates either on things they like or around things they hate, but it's still a congregation of people.
I know, but there's a difference. You're crazy.
I
I'm pretty much like I know how to
You're
communicate.
definitely crazier than me.
No, you're crazy. Relax. Come on out now.
Can we pull the chat? Please, everyone, can you type C
What?
for he's crazy and A for
No.
I'm not crazy?
Type 1 if you guys think I'm actually legitimately smart,
A's
intelligent.
in, no, not.
Type 1. Come on now, guys.
Type A if I'm not crazy, and type C if he is.
No, I'm not crazy. The hell, you guys are. You better not. You guys better
Do
not type
under-
C.
That's exactly what they say.
No, let me see. Type 1 in the
that counts,
chat if you guys
booty?
think I'm intelligent, smart, intellectual. Come on, guys.
Can you,
The fuck,
guys,
something
type
ain't right.
Can you guys type 2 in the chat if you think he's fucking dumb?
Why do you hate me, Ruby? What's wrong with you, man?
Because this is where I get out my yaya so that I can be better for LOL Angels, okay? And you volunteered
Yeah.
yourself by making hate videos. spreading
Hold on,
fake
hold
news
on.
about me.
Just so you know, when I did go on Low Angels, you noticed how I was relaxed, calm, and respectful.
You're asking me to remember something that was
But
days
you don't even.
ago.
Yeah, I know your memory is not good, but it is
It's
what it is.
not. No. It's called
You
having a
should stop.
disability. You
What
would relate
disability?
to that.
No, I don't have no disability like you. Relax, calm down.
My disability is that I love drugs. And it's an issue.
You love drugs? What drugs do you? What's your
I
drugs?
don't. I hate them. That was the issue before. I'm healed by God. I thank God.
Somebody wants me to, try cigarettes. Should I do it?
Yeah. You'd probably seem cooler. Yeah.
Wait, you would advise me to do cigarettes?
You should smoke a joint, dude.
You're crazy, Ruby.
Sir, I would advise you to do cigarettes.
I would never do cigarettes. Holy shit. That's crazy of you. Why do you smoke cigarettes? We should not do cigarettes no more.
I started as like an 11-year-old child.
Wow. Holy
I was
shit.
very young. I've been cool for a long time.
Look, I am honestly though, Ruby and Stevie and sorry, King and Stevie, obviously. Genuinely though, I might come off as like an asshole or whatever. But like, I'm not autistic, retarded or whatever. But like, I'm actually
Dude, saying
genuinely.
you're autistic
Oh
isn't
my
saying you're
gosh!
retarded.
Don't let me
There's varying
finish.
levels. You're obviously like Asperger's.
You don't let no. You don't never.
Oh, look at
You
the
never
chicks.
let me finish, man. Jesus Christ! But I'm actually me. Like for example, me and Prawn. Like he calls me like autistic. Me and him, like even though he talks shit, me and him are
Right,
still
I've
cool.
accent.
Foreign? What the fuck? Okay, so me and Prawn are still good, but like I'm just not his editor anymore. But it's fine. It's okay. I don't have to edit for Prawn. Low's in the chat. Look at Low. Look at
Look at
Low.
all the celebrities.
So Low,
Celebrities in the
why did you
chat.
think it was okay to
Oh, look at the
find me
baby
guilty, Low?
birds. They're
Why did
always
you
He
find
lives
me
dead.
guilty?
within 30 minutes of me. He lives within 30 minutes of me.
Oh yeah,
I
actually
love
do.
you.
Yeah, I do actually. It's
Don't
coincidence,
tell
honestly.
Spicoli where you live. That's probably not a good idea.
I already did. He's probably gonna kill me.
I don't know. Are you guys gonna collab?
I doubt it. I don't
No, what do you
collab
mean?
with
Take
many.
that test.
Let's just collab. Aren't you near the Polo Club, Spicoli?
Oh, man, I might collab with him. I might be open-minded to collab.
We'll meet at the Polo Club. What do you say? Me and you?
Today? I'm
If you
shrooming.
want.
I can't drive anywhere, broski. How am I going to
we'll meet at
drive on shrooms?
No, I'm not gonna give Prawn $30.
No one is
Low.
allowed to drive.
Low.
Are you a man of your word? Or are
I
you
never
a
said. I
liar?
never agreed to that. I never agreed to that, Ruby.
Wait. Meet
I'm
me
gonna
at the
draw a
McDonald's. Wait.
picture of you.
Oh my
Ruby, let me have a
god.
meeting. Bro, meet me at the McDonald's. I can drive this far. Meet me at the
McDonald's.
Which one?
Meet me at the McDonald's over on Dinosaur in Monterey. That far I can drive.
When? Tell me when. Right now?
Whoa.
20 minutes. Whenever you get there, just tell me. I'm
No,
10 minutes.
hold on, Spicoli. I know you're tomorrow. Yes, or right now.
Well, I got to take a fucking shower, dude. I mean,
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Wait, I thought you were changing from being a liar to man of your word. And if you
Oh
said
my
you were going to give Princess $30, now that we know where you live, I'm going to give you the Mary treatment if you don't fucking act right.
give me the money and I'll make sure it gets to him.
Ruby, you said you're gonna send an assassin to kill me?
No, that's not the Mary treatment.
Okay, I thought that was Mary. Sorry.
No,
What's the Mary
I
treatment?
will. What I'm
Meet me
saying
at
is I
the
will
McDonald's.
terrorize you until you do the right thing.
No, you know what? Fine. If it makes you everyone feel better, I'll give
If it
Prawn.
makes you
Well,
happy.
actually, hold on, Ruby. So Prawn offered me a deal. He said either I'm gonna give him the 2 free edits that I said I was gonna give him, or pay him $30. So
For edits. Prawn. Editing
God.
isn't that hard. It's just tedious at
he's
points.
lazy as fuck. You know he's lazy. Come on.
I
He doesn't
know. I
even-
mean,
he
people
doesn't
have
even wanna
varying degrees
moderate
of what they want to do
Yeah.
with content. You know,
He
people have
doesn't
varying
even want to
degrees.
moderate his own server. He's fucking lazy, Ruby. Come
You
on.
shroom. Do you smoke weed or
moderation.
shroom?
No, he doesn't
If
want to
you don't
moderate his
smoke
own
weed
server.
or
It
shroom,
was like
why are we
people shit on
meeting?
him for over moderating.
He tells me, and he told me personally that his server is, it's his mob team. He's not gonna deal with it. He's told me
It's
that.
his mod team. He's not gonna do it. I
He
was
told me
thinking to
that.
make myself seem more famous, I'm just gonna start referring to my team. I'm just gonna be like, listen, guys, that was the docket team, dude. I don't know what the issue is.
Ruby,
I have a
should
team.
I
Just
meet
say,
this-
oh, I'm
Wait a
sorry,
minute.
that was the hair and makeup team.
Oh,
We're
wait.
really fucked up today.
You don't have a team? I
Ruby,
have a
should
team.
I meet this guy?
I have a
Whoa.
fucking empire, so I'm just gonna start calling it
I
a
have
team
an.
though to be more
Look, Ruby.
relatable.
It's
It
just
doesn't work to say,
Empire
oh, I'll
to
get
the
my
JJ.
empire on that. You have to be more specific.
Ruby. It's just a matter of time before I pass you in subscribers.
By
Sure.
a matter of time,
You got a
mean-
ways to go, dude.
I hope you mean that.
You got a
Look,
long way
I
to
have
go.
2.2 already.
Never.
What do you have, Ruby? What 8?
Something like that.
2.2.
Let's just
When are we
round it up
gonna
to
meet?
10. You have 10,000, right? Let's just round it up.
I want to meet you. I want to meet this guy.
Wait, actually, hold on. Before we continue, Ruby, do you actually want to see that collab, me and Spicoli?
I would watch that, yeah.
All right.
Dude,
So
watch it.
tomorrow. Wait, hold on, Sparkle. Do you tomorrow?
I think a couple people.
Are you gonna
would.
like
You
sit
probably
on his
get-
lap?
You
I
could
can't do
probably
it right
pull
now.
at least. You could pull princess numbers if you did that clap. I bet.
Really? Is he a
Yeah.
pretty?
Yeah.
Is he pretty famous around the community?
Yeah.
So Spicoli
Oh,
tomorrow.
I don't know. Famous is
Well,
he's
more than Princess, obviously, but you know.
Infamous.
This is my.
I'm
What is that?
Oops.
Lo, you want to hop on the panel? Lo,
My
hop
She's
name
in
on.
viewer
is
mode. She already
Imperious.
streamed. She's in viewer mode. She already said that. Don't peer pressure.
It's
Don't try
okay.
Don't
If Lo
peer
wants to hop
pressure her.
on, she can hop on. It is what
You
it
just
is.
want her
I
to
don't know.
hop on your dick, and
Is
this
he
is
gonna
my
take
portrait.
that
Whoa,
test?
hold
Want
on.
you
Wait
to-
a minute. What the fuck? Don't say
It's my
that, Lo.
portrait view.
Don't say that, Ruby. I don't know why you said that. Lo, that's not true at all. Absolutely
Ruby
fake
almost
news.
40.
Recognize this guy?
Destiny. Looks
No,
like
it's
Destiny.
44. It's 44 dynamic.
It looks
Why?
like Imperious. It
Why?
looks like
Why? Oh
Imperious.
my God, Ruby, why'd you drop me?
I'm
That's not how.
fucking crazy.
That's not how I look. Oh my God.
It's how you look.
I-
It's how you act. It's the energy you give. Like,
Actually, Spicoli. So you want to meet up tomorrow, Spicoli? We'll do it tomorrow. Where you want it?
damn, you were horny for a collab.
No, I look. It's just it makes sense. I mean, actually,
smoke
Ruby. Honestly, though,
weed?
Ruby,
Are-
it's
Are
the
you
coincidence that
gonna
me and him are close together.
Are you
If
gonna
you
sit on
smoke
his
weed?
lap and have him tell you bedtime stories?
Yeah. Do you smoke weed?
No.
Don't corrupt him. Oh my god, you're already asking him to do drugs.
Repentant.
I did try edibles one time. I felt like I was gonna have a
That's
heart
the worst
attack.
way to try it. Be like, just hey, try edibles. The strongest way of taking marijuana.
Yeah, I did try edibles,
crazy.
and I
You're like
thought I was
that's like
gonna have a heart
Lalo
attack one
levels
time.
of crazy.
Wait, Lalo? You know Lalo?
It's a small town around here.
It is a small town, but you know, I'm hearing
Because we're
around
all
town that-
algorithmically sequestered in the idiot zone, and I'm trying to break out. I'm sick of it.
Should I get him
Lalo's smart.
shrooms
He's a pretty guy.
tomorrow?
He's a good guy.
Why don't we shroom,
By
dude?
good,
Be
even
quiet
bad.
for
By
a
smart,
second.
even dumb. Sure.
No, he's smart. Haven't you looked at Lalo? He looks pretty good.
Dude, be quiet
Smart.
for a minute. Why don't we
Sure.
shroom
You look-
tomorrow on stream? You want to shroom on stream?
Are you gonna? What, if I
No.
send my-
Oh my god. First off, TOS, bitch. Like, how?
you don't
oh my
wait.
god.
You don't want me to shroom with him or what?
You can't just offer drugs. You can't just offer.
Well,
drugs like that.
honestly, on an honest truth though, do you?
Hey, what's up,
should I-
bitch?
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty fucking dead. How are you?
You're still
Dude,
awake? I
Sam,
think?
Sam. I've been like being like
Boy.
on my way out for a minute, but then 44 came up and I
I
got
know.
my
Love hasn't
second
slept
wind.
in over what?
And
70
my
hours.
voice started coming back.
It's not been 70 hours. It's been like 30.
Whatever we know. Whatever it
Dude,
was.
why have
Sorry.
you been up so long?
Just cause like last night we were in the Discord and we were just like, you know how you just like have those conversations where they can just like last hours and you don't even notice.
I
Dude,
should have
yeah.
been there. I should have been there, though.
But like I just like when I looked finally at the time after hours and hours, like it was daylight. It was like 8 a.m. and I was like, fuck it, I'm staying up. Like
So why'd you convict
Oh
me,
my
Lo?
God.
Why'd you find me
Did you drink
guilty,
any
Lo?
coffee?
no, this is straight
Energy
low
drink?
adrenaline rush right here.
Energy drink, right?
I don't drink energy drinks either. I drink water. That's it.
You're better
Why-
off. I'm so hooked on the Red Bull. It's such a ridiculous.
Why not
habit.
Monster,
It's so
Ruby?
stupid.
Monster's better.
I don't like it. I don't
Look,
like it.
Ruby. Oh no, sorry, not Ruby. Lo, why'd you find me guilty?
Oh yeah, what is he guilty of?
Because you're
I'm telling you.
guilty. Because
No, there's no evidence that proves
Bro,
I'm
you owe
guilty.
Prawn $30.
Fuck, man. Or you know, but
Dude,
I
you
don't know
could
if he-
be charged for like emotional damages if you don't like pay. Like you're causing Francis could be evicted tomorrow. You don't know what's going on. He's obviously drinking and partying a lot. He's
Yes,
feeling the
it's his
financial
fault.
stress of what you
It's
did
his
to
fault.
him.
It's his fault.
And he rested his case. He gave the evidence he needed to give.
I think
and
you were on my side, Lo. I like you know
I-
you were
I
you know.
mean, we fuck with each other, but when it comes to law and order, I'm the judge, and I'm not biased.
Maybe you okay for the one time you can be corrupt. You don't want to be corrupt.
I'm not gonna be
Are
corrupt.
you
after
offering
the-
her money?
No.
He was.
Stop. Relax.
What, you'd rather pay out low? Also, low, look what I did to this hat.
Let me see.
What kind of hat is that?
No,
It's
it's
like-
LOL Angels hat. It's so cute. Yeah,
I
pull your
forget-
seat up.
Can I buy that or what? Is that on sale? I'll be right back.
Wait, it's frozen, Ruby.
Just give it a moment.
Yeah, guys, I really
Showing
think
off my hat.
Okay,
Dude,
there
that's
it
fucking
goes.
crazy. Okay, I wrote in
Yeah.
the LOL and then angels, and then I just wrote like our at like. Oh
Stop.
but
That's so
dude,
cute though. It
make
looks the
hats like this so
same.
easy.
And it looks the same color
We
as
should just
like
get
the
a bunch
pink.
of hats.
I think that we can make hats
We
and
should
all
just get a
different
bunch of
types
these
of
and just
merch.
draw it. Like, yeah, dude, I'm totally inspired by that. But
I like it a lot. I think the
but yeah,
pink matches perfectly. Like
right.
whatever color like marker you chose to draw with it matches good.
Dude. Yeah, I really like it. But I also am feeling tired and hungry. And my voice been dying. I've been feeling is anyone else like a little sick? Everyone I know is like just a little sick. And it's been
I
like that
got
for a
over my
while. Like
sickness, yeah.
dude, I feel like for weeks I've had like digestive issues and like I'm just like, is this my new reality? Like, oh my God. But anyway, but we made it to about the 3-hour mark. So I hit my goal for that.
Well, I got one. It's in the private chat. It's a real short video.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll do one little outro. Little outro moment. Oops, I'm not sharing it.
Look at this. They think it's a baby kitten, right? Until.
Oh no, it's a oh my gosh.
All right,
Watch
Spicoli,
this.
you there?
I think I took Spicoli off or he left.
No, he's there. No, oh no, never mind. That's slow. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
These things are like dogs, practically.
Whoa.
Cats are not like dogs.
This is
Dude,
a
it's a
lynx.
lynx.
Look at
What?
this. Look how
Look at
big
that
it
thing.
gets.
That's
It's
like
gonna
a
get
fucking
big. Look at it.
I don't know. Oh my
Wait.
God.
Crooked
No,
King
watch
is still
this.
here.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's
That's not a cat. That's gonna kill you.
No, it's pretty
Aww.
cuddly.
No, that's like a
Whoa,
no, that's a tiger.
huge.
No, until it kills you, yeah, that's a
that.
tiger right there.
Damn, they'll fuck you up. Yeah.
You think that's a tiger?
Oh, that is a tiger.
Typical lying.
Okay.
Stop,
Loves to
stop, please.
lie.
I'm trying to. Everyone's been slandering me, Ruby. Please stop.
Well,
Come
then,
on.
do you know what we should do? We should leave on a note of positivity, and I'll read from
Yes.
my little thing that I read from sometimes, my little prayer book. All
I
right.
I genuinely want to collab with Spicoli, but he's not here no more.
Well, I will support
You're the
that
first
and watch
person who's
that if
ever
I'm
said
not.
that. Ever.
Actually,
I
do you
wanna
know his?
collab with
Do you have his
Spicoli.
Discords, Ruby?
Dude, Discord, he's like 80. He doesn't know.
I know he's an old
Or he
fucking
barely gets
man.
on YouTube. I don't fucking know.
You-
All
that's
right.
all you
Any
know him
final
from, is
words,
YouTube?
people, before I kick people off? I'm going to do my
Yes, yes. Subscribe to my channel, Local Kings, everybody.
Ruby, I love you, and I hope you're
Why do you
doing
roll
okay.
your eyes? Is that cringe or what?
No, it's fine to promote. It's just your channel was built on lies about me. So
No,
yes,
it's
I
not
have to-
lies. Have you seen the Opposite On video? I know you said it was truthful. You know it's truthful. Come on now.
I know you're making a change towards honesty, and I
I
would support
know, I
that.
know. And he didn't like it.
All right.
He didn't
Yeah,
like the
but
change.
what-
Everyone, thank you for coming up. Any final words, King? Be better.
Oh
One,
man,
I
I
know
was
you're
gonna
not
give
gonna
44 an idea. Like make a video if OPC Don is like Grace's real father.
We think we know who the daddy is on that. In that case, we know who the father is. So farewell, King. Hi, and then there was one Ruby left, and I'm gonna leave on a positive note. Leave with some nice spiritual shit. I'm gonna go read the Bible. I just fucking love reading it. Dead ass, no cap. Dude, we got a bot in the house. Get the bots out. I don't even know what's going on Twitch. I just hit that I can stream there too. I should probably look into that. What's today, the 2nd? All right. My love will guide you. Do you love me, my child? Is there a passion in your heart to do my will and follow my path? All of heaven comes to your aid when you set your heart to pursue me. My ears are tuned to the sound of your voice and the movement of your heart towards me. Many on earth will value your life by what you can do, your influence, your possessions, or your ministry. But I value and measure you by Sorry. As as you walk with me, our hearts will be as one. My pleasure will rest upon you, and you will begin to learn of my ways. My leading is an expression of my love. Because I love you, I will set you on high where none can hinder or harm you. Because I love you, I will lead you along life's paths and go before you. My love will guide you, my child. And then it's Psalm 91, verse 14 to 16. Because you have delighted in me as my great lover, I will greatly protect you. I will set you in a high place, safe and secure before my face. I will answer your cry for help every time you pray, and you will find and feel my presence, even in your time of pressure and trouble. I will be your glorious hero and give you a feast. You will be satisfied with a full life and with all that I do for you. For you will enjoy the fullness of my salvation. Bars. We love the Psalms. I just read, actually, they believe that a lot of the Psalms were written by Solomon. And I read the Song of Solomon. I just read that the other night. And it's one of the more poetic, like passionate chapters of the Bible for the artsy types. Is this Lowe's iOS notes? No, that was a curveball. That was all me, bitch. Okay, Miss Young Skinny Rich. All right, we're gonna end so positive, and you got me back in my shit. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You've made it to the 3-hour mark, as have I. We're all troopers. I think we all deserve awards and so much. Rest your voice. That fry is cracking eardrums. I'm sure it's actually just sending tingles down your back. I would do some wicked ASMR right now. Let's be real. Let's be real. Be so real. And thank you, Talmit. And thank you for our new moderators and everyone else. I'm becoming weak. The fry ain't bad. It depends on how much I'm projecting my voice, but definitely feels like there's like a strain there. And I don't know, but we keep on trucking, you know, we just keep on trucking, keep on doing shit, keep trying to be better, you know, and just remember that you create and influence your reality quite literally with what you focus on. Your perception actually really does. If you don't believe that on the quantum level, at a minimum, your focus changes your activities. So it's really no joke to be for real about that shit. And to look at your consumption, because your input is your fucking output. Oh, now he's asking for a wrench?
Hi.